That's right. It is Thursday night. We are burnt out. It's a full day of fucking podcasting, but we got the last one. You know, the only show here. You know, on this network with Be Real TV. It's a Be Real TV in-house show, but it's on our own network. The We Don't Smoke the Same podcast, bro. Joining me is my co-host Xavier Guerrero.
What's up, dog?
What's cracking with you? You did what is it, tinfoil today?
Nah, I did that actually on Wednesday. Today was a little kind of day off for me.
I know. I was like, Sammy told me you went to the hair salon. You got your nails
Fuck
done.
You, fool. I got a long weekend ahead of me, dog.
You got your little pump on, dog.
Hell yeah. Gotta be a hair like that, dog. I didn't get my nails done this time. They were busy. What do you think about that little pump? Little pump again that you brought it up. We got to hit it off right off the chat. Here, introduce everyone and let's go back to that.
All right, so that's the first subject. And running it, you know, behind the motherboard is Morningshotfilms. What's up, Ray?
What's up, guys? What's up, chat?
Joining us also is no stranger to the podcast, Toppy, a.k.a. Sabby. What's up?
Yo, what's good? Who's ready for some free shit today?
Are you doing free shit again?
Shit. Mystery boxes? Someone kept asking for mystery boxes.
I'm putting those on there. I've been busy catching up.
I know. I got someone just asking me, dog.
I've been busy catching up because patches and pins and all that shit got me busy. Thank you to everybody that showed up. I'll get into it, how dope it was. But yeah, the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast hats and mystery boxes are going up there. So don't trip. They'll be posted on the page. But you brought up the whole little pump situation, dog. First of all...
No. You called me Lil Pump. I just had to fucking let everybody know what the fuck we exactly were talking about.
I mean, it's no secret, bro. I mean, these fools are out there with, you know, how they do their shit. But that's a bit extreme, bro. I mean, at least for me, I'm speaking like from my point of view, bro. Like, I understand this.
Okay, what part is extreme? We used to have the homie C-Rock used to paint his nails.
But
that's all right to me. That's all right with me.
That's what I'm asking. What's the cross in the line? And I mean, I'll hang out with anybody if you want to sit there and have your acrylic nails. But I'm also not gonna not hang out with you. You tell me you wouldn't hang out with Lil Pump? I'm not gonna lie, I hang out with Lil Pump for those drugs. I'm hanging out with that fool.
You're hanging out with that fool just to get free drugs?
just to smoke weed at least, or just to see his craziness, bro. I've never hung out with these little mumble rappers.
You know what he calls?
He does shop at Dr. Green Thumb.
You know what he? You know
Shout
what?
out to him
You know what he calls his blunts?
What?
He'll be like, here, Xavier, hit this big dick. That's what he calls it. Am I lying?
You're lying. You can quote that. There's a video of him saying you want to hit this.
There's a video.
This BBC. You want to hit this BBC?
There's a video on YouTube, and it was, I think, on his Instagram, and people put it out there. They saved it. He was like, oh, it was a big-ass backwood, like a big-ass one.
Damn.
And he was, hold on, go up, let me see. Look at those nails, bro. Just leave that shit up there. Wow, bro. I mean, seriously, it's one thing painting your shit black, but look at those. Those are blue. Like,
yeah. I don't know, dude. I'm not with it. I'm never.
I think his new set's acrylics, dog. Like he has.
No,
like
he's got acrylics.
Yeah,
look
like,
that shit up. It's
on,
crazy.
yeah.
Those are ones that are acrylics.
Those are the claws, right?
No, those are the ones the girls have. Yeah,
the claws. So
not claws.
That's
you
what they call
don't
them.
like girls with acrylics? I do. I don't
No,
mind.
but I mean that's what girls call them.
Yeah, if girls have acrylics, I'm like, hey, yo, give me a bump with that shit.
They could though. That's like the ultimate spoon.
Yeah.
Hey, but yeah, back to what he was saying. There's a video of him holding like big ass fucking blunts, and he was like, "We only smoking big dicks" or some shit like that.
Like, damn. Like I remember when Wiz Khalifa called them King Kong fingers. That's cool.
That's cool.
That was cool. I even thought that. Oh, that's dope. That's some big ass fucking joint blunts you're smoking. You know, King Kong has some big ass fingers.
I mean,
dicks.
Yeah, real? To call him like, "Yo, we only smoking big dicks." Like here, hey Xavier, you want a dick? Smoke this. That just don't sound right to me, bro.
Who rolled it? Just the whole thing just makes it fucking weird as fuck. Make it real sus.
Real sus. You think he rolled it?
Do you think he's sus?
I don't know. I mean, look, man. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But it's just like I don't like. It's kind of like It's just like what the fuck's going on? And then
Lil Nas did it first.
But that fool's actually openly gay, fool.
Yeah, and I'm not hating on that. But so you think it's weird to be straight and have acrylics? You think it'd be weird if I show up here and I said I'm straight and I had acrylics on?
But you wouldn't do that.
I know, but I'm just asking you. Would you find it like, dude, you're not straight? You got acrylics on. Would you believe me? Would you believe me? Would you believe if a guy said I'm straight?
How would you say it to me? How would you say?
No, I'm just saying I show up and you see me with acrylics. Would you believe I'm straight? That's it. That's what I'm asking you.
2020, we're smoking dicks, bitch. This got 8 grams in it.
There it is.
Damn, he said it.
All 2020.
There you go, bro.
Damn. 2020, we're smoking dicks, bitch. This got 8 grams in it.
8 gram dicks, bro. You down with that?
Nah, I mean, what do you mean, nah? That's wildin'. That's wildin', dog.
That is fucking wild, then, bro.
You think that's money? You think he's just trying to get like fucking a reaction? That could be it too.
That is kind of good marketing in a way because that's gonna get.
We're here talking about him.
I mean, because
we are.
Well, we brought it up because I saw a lot of people there like, yo, all right, you gotta leave something for women too, bro. You know what I mean? What are we gonna do? Like the next fool's gonna put on a dress también?
I don't know, dude. Shit gets weird. Some of them have wore dresses.
Yeah.
Martin wore a dress and a tutu.
That's some cheat shit though.
That is some cheat shit.
That's like some in honor to Cheech. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's rock too.
He's from that era, bro. You know what I mean? That's okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like he was like, yo, Cheech Marin did it. That's the only Chicano on TV. That fool was like, pandemonium, raza. No, what's that one thing that they always say and he doesn't really like it? They say he talks and I think that's the one Rodrigo said. But he's like, you know what, raza?
He doesn't say none of that.
I've never heard him say that shit.
Because he doesn't say it. People just think he says it, and he looks like a guy that would say that.
That is true.
So you brought that up. So, I mean, you kind of brought up Martina. For some reason, I always think about, like, LA. Like, LA. What's going on in Echo Park?
Well, hold on. We're going to get into that.
You're not done with Lil Pump? You still got to roast this fool?
We got a super chat regarding Lil Pump.
I didn't answer that question. If you showed up with acrylic nails and I didn't know you, I would definitely
No, if you know who I am, you know I bone bitches. You know I was like, oh, Xavier's straight. I've seen him hook up with girls. We've been to a rave. We've been to a sesh. And you know I like chicks. You've met chicks that I've dated. And I showed up with acrylics. You wouldn't be like, yeah, a little sus.
No, my first thought would be like,
I would probably just crack a lot of jokes. I'd be like
a lot of what type of jokes? What type of jokes would you type?
Like I would be like
gay jokes, right?
Well, I would be like Xavier. So like, do you guys rotate on who puts it in who?
You see what I mean? Engage. That's what I mean. So you would assume that you can't be straight with acrylics. Is what I'm trying to say.
My thought would be like, all right, X, how fine is she that you did this?
See, that's a good thinking.
Yeah. What did Scumbag say last week? He said there's a new wave of gay best friends that pretend to be gay just to go ahead and like.
Okay, you've seen this. Boyfriends that let the girl do their makeup. I'm now down with that. Never have I let a girl do their makeup. You know how you're at
Cricklet or whatever.
Que te pinta a ti, güey?
Que te pinta a ti. You're over there at their house. It's a fucking Friday night.
Como si fueras una vieja?
Yeah, you've never seen your homies get that.
Like in that 70s show,
nah,
dog.
Fool. Like
the 70s show. Yeah, kind of like fun.
Kelso,
like,
dog.
Kelso. And you just kind of, you let your girl, dude, to me, that's unacceptable. If I see my homie with makeup, like not that unacceptable, but I'm like, bro, you should not be letting your girl put makeup on you.
Waterproof.
What if it was gothic?
I was like, what if one of your homies showed up like Bad Bunny in that video? Remember that video where he turned himself into a mujer?
Yeah, that's a little sus. A little weird.
Little? Come on.
No,
it's not weird, but it's like, fuck, dude.
And it's like, you're not saying sus like, it's like, hey, man, you know what? It's like, oh, this is a bad thing. It's just like, this is our perspective. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's definitely, if you're putting it out there, there's people that are going to talk about it. Like, to me, one of my homies comes up and is like, says, hey, like, look at me. Me puse uñas. I would be like, hey, fool, like, can you let the ladies have something? I know they're catching up with this equal shit, but that doesn't mean we got to catch up on certain things, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be a little sus. That's all I'm saying. I'd be like, man, I don't know.
But if that's really what...
That's cool. I don't give a fuck. You'd sit there and I'll still probably talk. If we still do the podcast, we'd still be fucking...
I would probably slow down on the clowning or ease up on it if I was like, hey, man, I've never seen Xavier this happy. You know?
You got a super chat.
What's up? You it.
This may not be a dick, but this weed is good, Sammy. Shout out to Sammy, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
She's bomb. Anyways.
That Mac punch, though.
Did you got that super chat?
Yeah. Sal Del Toro, $10. X. Does your dad know you get your nails done?
Damn. Nah, actually, look. 100%. I actually bite these motherfuckers, believe it or not. But nah, never have I, never will I. I find it weird, guys, that get a pedicure. Have you got a pedicure? I'm not gonna lie. You wouldn't look like a fool that I would believe that you went to a pedicure.
Xavier's dad's like,
I'm not a little fuck. Most of Michael Jackson.
Yo, yeah, I have, bro. I have.
Yeah, to me that's a little sus. Not gonna lie. If you did, okay. Do you have good feet? Did you go? Because why did you go? If you have fucked up feet, you gotta go. That's different.
What is it? The only time that I ever went in there to fix my hands was when I used to work in sales, like, cause I had my own office, like selling cars and shit. You know what I mean? I really had that shit down to a T. But the only time I started going in there for feet, which is the only thing I go in, is because I started really doing cardio every day, bro. You're stepping on that shit. There's a lot of fucking skin that piles up, bro. You gotta get that shit shaved off. If you
I don't have nasty feet. I don't really work out that much. So like,
if you didn't have that, bro, I was like, you would end up with Flintstone feet. You never have gotten in there and get your shit hooked up. What I mean, you know, like, or maybe
when I used to play soccer,
when you played soccer,
I should have.
Avoid an uñero.
I should have.
You ever had one of those?
Yeah. An ingrown nail. That shit fucking hurt.
Explain what was that like, bro?
Shit fucking hurts, dog. And you gotta go. You gotta get it done. But like what I'm saying, it just sucks. If you go in there and you don't work out, if it's to just get it done, just because it feels nice, and you gotta go with your girl and you guys make it a thing on Saturday, that's a little fucking sus. If you go in there because you got fucked up feet, by all means.
I think it's all right.
I think it's cool. Like, if you want to go in there with your girl, and like, cause here's the thing, bro.
I don't know, dog.
Here's the thing, bro. It's like, look, bro, you like at the same time, like how you have needs and you expect something from a girl, like you wouldn't fucking be like, hey, suck my dick without rinsing your dick out in the fucking sink, bro, or something. You know what I mean?
But if you got a girl, why can't your girl give you that little?
Because she don't have the machine, fucking lady at the fucking.
I've never got it done. So I'm just assuming it's a little massage, a little scraping here,
you can do that shit like yourself, and you know you have little things to fucking do it. But if you really want to get the works to get all that shit hooked up, bro, like they bust out like the fucking
like I want to try the fish shit.
They bust out like the NASCAR shit, fool. Like they literally will fucking shave all that shit off. They'll fucking massage your shit, put that shit in the hot wax. They'll fucking put that shit in the bubbly thing. You know what I mean? They'll hook it the fuck up.
Take it to the back room, dog.
Well, I mean, maybe at the Sammy spots, but you know what I mean? They'll hook you up. Like you're never gonna have nobody hook you up like that. Even if your girl wanted to hook you up, and you know what I mean, if you're in a cool relationship, like yo, I'm not expecting a fucking a foot treatment like that for my girlfriend. She doesn't specialize in that, bro. You know what I mean? Maybe a little foot rub if I'm tired one day, but not like I expect the fucking.
I've never had one. That's what I'm saying. I've never even had one, so I don't know what it is. But I've never had like my thing is if my homie said I'm going there because I got nasty feet, I'm like, oh dog, by all means go. But if he's saying like, yo, well I can't be a guest on your show and we don't smoke the same on Saturday, I'm like, why, dog? Every 2 weeks, me and my girl get our fucking feet done, and you know I gotta show up. I literally would be like a little sus, dog. I'd be like, for real.
See, like, that's the difference, bro. Like it's that I would never put that as a priority like that for me. Like, yeah, I clean my shit up. I got fucking Arab root stock, so I fucking got a little Frida Kahlo going on if I don't take care of it. So I gotta fucking do it. But I'm not gonna be like, hey, be real, I'm gonna be late for the show because you know my eyebrows need a little love today. You know what I mean? Like that shit it's never gonna come out of me, bro. But granted, let's say I've been running this whole fucking month like I've been doing 6 miles fucking every day type shit. Yeah, bro.
No,
fucking the lady.
We've seen those feet. We've seen like Cameron Haynes' feet.
Pull up a picture.
Those people that run 40 miles a day and shit, like marathon runners. Now those people like Cameron Haynes, or who's the other fool that runs a lot? El Negrito, what's his name?
The
Homeboy's dope.
The bullet, right?
The fool that Joe Rogan follows. He runs every day. God, I hate that I don't know his name.
You probably know him, dog.
He wakes up every day at fucking 4 a.m. He fucking tells you you're a bitch, and he's fucking running before you even wake up, and he already got 40. It's one of those kind of motivational speakers, but he like actually does shit. Dark? Yeah.
And he runs around in tights?
On the street.
He used to be a bum?
He used to be really fat. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Because I know there's one fool that
But he runs a lot, and what I'm saying, I've seen those feet, and like sometimes you do need some fucking work, dog.
Yeah.
You do need some work. That's what I'm saying. I'm not hating on the work, but to me, it's just kind of sus.
I found Carmen Hayes, trampoline sucks. How do you spell this fool's
name? Cameron. Like a white boy name. Cameron? Cameron Haynes. Feet. I don't know if his feet are fucked up, but those people this fool knows. I don't know if you follow those people.
You can go ahead. It's like the same way you got to look at it as a car, bro. You can go ahead and run it all the way without an oil change. Eventually, that's just going to add up, and there's going to be a bunch of shit that you just need to clean out. I guarantee if you go there, you're going to enjoy it because it's gonna be one of those things that even if you go in there where your fucking guard's up, you're going to realize that shit, like, you need. Have you ever gone for a massage? Like a legit massage?
Nah.
It's because you're not athletic like that. You haven't been athletic since. I'm not saying I'm over here, Mr. fucking Joe Rogan and shit, but I maintain a healthy heart.
I mean, I work out, but I don't go on these runs and these hikes. To me, it's just like, well, I'm skinny. I'm trying to keep all the calories I keep in. Like when you run, I'm like, that's not a problem for me.
What does your beard look like when your homie doesn't touch it up? It looks like shit, right?
No, it still looks fucking great. Doesn't look as good. Doesn't look as good. Doesn't look as good.
Okay, it doesn't look like this.
Something today too. I was like, you're getting a haircut today, dog?
But you're lying, though, because you've never even seen it bad. I get a haircut every week.
Okay, just think about if you did it.
Oh, it gets bad.
Okay, that's the same thing with your feet, bro.
There's a reason I get it every week because it gets bad. Like I can't stand it. I start looking like Middle Eastern. Like it's past illegal. It's like, bro, you blew shit up. Like you get the fuck out of here.
You gotta have the same comfort. What is it like? Fool, you gotta be so comfortable by maintaining yourself. That it's like, hey man, you can't double think taking off your socks when you're laying there with your lady.
No, I'll take my feet off anyway. See, that's what I mean. My feet are nasty. I've met people where it's like, dude, they want to go in the pool. See?
Oh, that's nasty.
Look at that.
I know fools with teeth like that.
Tommy.
There was a what is it, a cartoon I talked about what is it this week, because I was watching a bunch of 90s cartoons and 2000s cartoons that had like dark shit behind it. Did you ever watch Captain Planet?
No.
Or did you know who Captain Planet is? Captain Planet?
Captain Planet.
You know who that is, Sammy?
Captain Planet, no.
What it reminds me of is that Slim
I saw
Worm.
that shit.
Remember Slim Worm?
The fool with the ring?
Nah.
The rings, they would be all about
like the Justice League, like the
it's a very diverse.
Okay,
show.
like the Golden
They were all like different race. They were all a different race. They had different rings, and they would like unite to like protect the. It was an environmentalist group,
very
right?
diverse. I like it.
Yeah, so it's like the Magic School Bus, right? Like, you know what I mean? Remember,
that show's weird. Now that I watch it, that show's weird.
So there's this episode, right, during the fucking I guess the war on drugs that they had. And they make this episode about this drug that hits the high school and all this shit. So instead of saving the earth, they're trying to figure out what this drug called bliss is, right? So there's this one kid, he gets addicted to it, and they try to save him. Because there's this dealer that's selling it, and this dealer...
It's animated? I can't picture this. Is it animated?
Yeah, it's animated. There's a dealer that looks like a rat, and he sells this shit, but he looks ugly. That's the fool that has Tommy teeth. I don't know if you could pull out a picture of the villain.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Or if you could find it, but the crazy shit about this cartoon, fool, is like these fools are standing at the top of the water tower. Captain Planet shows up. He's like, who the fuck's the fool that's been selling drugs? Fucks that fool up. He saves all the kids. They're off the drug. And the one fool who didn't give it up, he ODs before Captain Planet shows up in the cartoon. Like, he fucking passes out, and they're like, he's dead. What is it? Captain Planet shows up, fights that fool. The kids are all cheering in the water tower while the dead body's right there. Look, there it is. There it is. What you're watching right now.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, that was called what?
Captain Planet.
Oh, he looks like the silver
Look at that.
The Silver Rider. What's that guy?
That fool with the mask on looks like he has Tommy teeth, fool.
That's crazy.
They call that fool Tommy Skin.
Yeah. Damn.
All right, so the whole premises of this show is like they're in saving the earth type shit. So the whole time these fools are fighting, the OD body is like right there in front of the floor of these kids, and they're like in high school or like middle school, and they're all cheering like, yeah, we won. And the dead body, I'm like, yo, this is a fucking kid show. That's like how you fucking let them know, hey, this is what happens when fucking you do drugs.
Dude, that's life. Yeah, and there's a lot of shows like that.
They don't do that shit in shows no more, though, bro.
Because they got to be careful. Look at, I'm going to say this again. I've said it again. Go watch a clip of Johnny Bravo.
Well,
it's fucking...
I don't think you can even find it.
Yes, you can on YouTube. I watched it because I had to see it, and I couldn't believe it. The shit he says, he gets rejected every time, and he goes back, and he doesn't stop, and he's a creep. Like, now people... And what's funny is people like, that's bad. No, that kind of taught me not to be like that. Instead of saying, oh, that's teaching you bad things, no, it's actually teaching you not to do that because he never actually got laid. He never succeeded. He always got rejected. That was the show, and he lived at his mom's house. He was technically a loser. But he was Johnny Bravo that came here to save the day and try to get laid. He was trying to get laid every time.
That's the fucked up thing, bro, that, like, nobody ever saw the other side of this shit and said, oh, like, if the kid is smart enough or he's been, not smart enough, if you've been raised in a good household, it's not even to put it all on your parents. If you've been raised in a good household, you take the good or the bad from it. So it really comes down to what you take from it.
I don't remember thinking this as a kid, but now that I see it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I thought this fool was a creep. Because you see him and watch it. He goes and tells the girls, I'm like, hey, what's up, baby? And he's like hitting on them and they reject him and tell him no. And then he just tries again. And I'm like, I don't think that's how you hit on girls. Obviously, that's not how you do it because it's not working out for homeboy Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, there's like the whole Pepe Le Pew situation. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I looked at it, I was like, the only thing I learned from it, I was like, okay, so I guess when you like somebody, you fucking buy flowers. That's the way I looked at it. I was like, okay, you buy flowers, and if they don't like you, I guess you can try again, but this is what happens when you don't succeed. Like, I never looked at it, I was like, yo, no, what is it, I'm not gonna take no, because this fool never showed it that way.
I don't think any fucking pedophile or any creep is like, I wouldn't be a creep if Pepe Le Pew wasn't an animated character.
Nah, that's
these motherfuckers are creeps because they creeps. Like they could just. I'm not saying it's in you. I don't want to say that.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's in them. I don't know if it's grown in you. I don't know if it's something you comes out of you. I don't know if it's something from watching porn. I don't know if it's a traumatic event, but it's in there.
Those are disturbed people.
Yeah,
bro.
and I don't think it's a cartoon that fucking triggers that shit, dude. I don't think a cartoon like Pepe Le Pew is like hitting triggers where it's like, oh. But on the other hand, that fucking the Bugs Bunny chick with the big tits, I mean, that might trigger some kids to like girls with big tits.
I don't think she had big tits.
I think
in the first one, it did.
I think if you
look it up in the first
yeah.
Space Jam, she got a nice little rack.
If you watched any like any cartoon that had the representation of that, like all those fools they watch that shit. Now those are the fools that low key watch. What is it? Anime porn. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't
watch it.
There's
a lot of fools that watch that shit. Fools that you might not think.
It's a thing, of course it's a thing, dude.
Is it like hentai or whatever?
Yeah, like, fool, I know a lot of fools that like Naruto. Like, we were at that fucking Pinza thing. Everybody liked Naruto. I've never seen it. And I could see, like, if you like it that much, I could see how you like, I'm gonna watch this little fucking porno.
Yeah, like.
And next thing you know, you fucking find your little fetish. It's just, that's how it starts. You're like, I'm gonna watch this just to see what's up. Next thing you know, you're fucked.
See, at least I think for our generation, or at least for my, like, for the ages while I was watching cartoons, it wasn't that sexualized. It was more about having a message. So I didn't really start seeing that till the later years. And at that time, I was already like, you know, getting hip to like, I'm like 13, 14. I'm thinking about titties already. You know what I mean? You're like, oh man, my dick's getting hard. You know,
right?
Like, that's the age.
See, so, like Jessica Rabbit, I do remember her being real hot though.
But you didn't understand.
Oh, you know who was real hot?
Who?
And they didn't even show her face, which was fucked up and disrespectful. Now that you think about it, they would never let this happen. Powerpuff Girls, the secretary, the mayor's secretary, you never saw her face. Never. It was just her fucking tits and her ass. Yes, look this shit up. You can never find the secretary's face.
True.
And she was just a mayor. She was a mayor's secretary. You never saw her face, just her body. And she was obviously like
yeah.
a piece of sex meat, basically, just showing off how hot she was. And the mayor can get a hot chick, dog. That's all it was showing you. It's like, that's what I mean. There's like little things that we didn't capture as little kids, but now you're like, dude, why does the mayor have a hot secretary and they don't show her face? Because no one gives a fuck about her face. She's there for her tits and her ass. That's
they
Powerpuff Girls.
They got some fucking fucked up shit up in there, bro. I was really tripping because I like breaking down these fucking shows and like the messages behind that shit. Like the Rugrats had a bunch of like fucking crazy ass shit too, bro.
Yeah. No, you know who had fucked up shit?
Who?
And no one talks about this because these bitches were being toxicas. These bitches were toxic, bro.
Who?
The bitches that were always trying to hook up with the Ed and Eddie fools.
Oh, the three fucking girls.
The three crazy bitches. Those bitches were toxic, bro. Toxicas, like for sure. Always trying to go after the homies, and like that was like sexual harassment too, though. Because they wouldn't leave these fools alone, dog.
Wasn't there like an episode where they locked one of those fools in their like room or some shit?
Yeah, fool. No one talks about that.
They forced him to get married, right?
Yeah, they forced him to get married or some shit. And, like he started acting like a girl in that fucking episode.
I love that show. Remember Jawbreakers? You ever have it? I wanted a Jawbreaker just because of that show.
First of all, they're huge. First of all, Jawbreakers suck, bro.
They do suck. They do suck. That show made them cool though.
Yeah, there's no point in that. And then you know the fucked up thing? That show came up on the list of shit they had disturbed messages, and like the only thing they found disturbing out of all the seasons and all the characters was this one episode where like everything's dreamt up and like it like has like a dark message about these fools have like dementia when they're old. You know what I mean? That's the one thing they found a problem with, but that's true. I'm like, I didn't think about that. Those three girls, bro. That's a perfect representation of toxic ass traits.
Toxic, fool. They literally wouldn't leave these fools alone because they lived in the fucking trailer park. They were like the bums. I don't remember their names, but it was three of them, just like there was Ed, and Eddie.
Cankers.
There you go.
Yep.
That's fucking crazy, though. I don't think it's fair game with those type of things, man.
No, that's for fool. It's old times. Like it's like trying to cancel John Wayne.
Yeah.
There's the John Wayne Airport. He said some racist shit about like black people back in the day, and they're trying to cancel the airport. I'm like, but back in the day, not that it was cool. It's not cool. It was never cool, but it was acceptable. It's just what people said. It is what it is. Like
the word is soft now.
Yeah, like, it's not cool. Definitely not cool.
The shit that made me like wonder. I was like, yo, how many of you fools are watching the John Wayne movies to fucking get offended by this shit too?
100%. Exactly.
Like the only black cowboys I know are the fools in Compton. You ever seen that shit?
Which one?
Compton Cowboys. They're these like black fools. They have like a horse farm out there.
For real?
In Compton, bro. For real, like
damn. How big of a farm? Like all those houses are pretty.
They train people to fucking ride horses. It's like a whole community thing. They're called Compton Cowboys.
Is it cool?
I've never been there, bro.
Is it for like the community?
It's for the community.
Okay, that's cool. Damn, I didn't know that shit.
I ain't gonna lie. That's the only time. That's the only time I've ever seen like what I imagine a black cowboy look like.
So you've always lived in in the area, right?
South, different parts, but yeah, South LA.
Have you ever heard or seen? Because I haven't, dog, and I've seen like cockfights and shit, obviously. But have you ever seen a dog fight or heard an invitation, or do you want to see one?
I would never go.
I'm not saying he'd go. I'm just saying because Michael Vick talks about how it's just part of the hood. He talks about it like that. He's like, I lived in it. Like, it's just part of the hood. And, like, I don't understand that. But when you are part of the hood, it is part of the hood. Like, for the rooster shit is part of where I came from. It's what we do. I don't think it's, I mean, I think it doesn't matter because they're reptiles. I know it sounds fucked up, but it's not a mammal. Yeah. And I'm not saying that makes it okay, but it's a whole different thing. But it makes it normal. Like, you never heard no one in the hood in Compton be like, hey, we got these dog fights. I mean, everyone's got pit bulls. Yeah. Never heard about it? No one like, hey, in the cut or the homie tell you?
I don't think that's... I honestly think that's more of like a southern black thing.
More like Atlanta?
More like a Florida like type of black thing, to be honest.
Cowboys.
Oh, look, that's the Compton Cowboys.
Oh, that's cool, dog. No, that's cool. Man, they got masks on too, man. They're doing it right now.
Yeah, they've been doing it right now.
They're doing it right now. That's dope. They're doing it right now.
So I think that's where that comes from. I never really seen it or heard about it in the hood. You know what I mean?
Because I haven't, dude. I've never
At least not where I'm at. Maybe it is in certain areas, but I'm definitely like, you know, I'm very like pro animal rights.
Oh, me too.
You know
I just wanted to know.
Especially if we're domesticated, so it's like I definitely, you know, that wouldn't be okay by me. I wouldn't want to.
Have you seen the movie Amores Perros?
Fuck yeah.
It's fucking amazing, right, Ray?
Great film, dog.
Great film. You guys got. If you haven't seen it, you guys got to.
It's on the Criterion Collection and Blu-ray. Buy it.
Yep, that one and Y Tu Mamá También.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Those are crazy
like
movies. If you're lying,
Spanish movies. Yeah, I remember watching those when I was younger, man. But yeah, I've never. Back to the whole dogfight thing. Yeah, I've never really. I wouldn't be a fan of it, man.
No, me neither. No, I just want to know if you. I mean, I just assumed living in Compton, there has to be people breed pit bulls, and that's kind of like.
The one thing,
I'm not saying it's. Yeah. I'm not even saying like, oh, just because it's the hood, people do it there. I just was asking. Yeah,
somebody said fucking caldo de perro.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Hey, some places, you know,
oh, dude, it's done.
They eat that, but you know, speaking, you know, what is it? To follow up on the whole animal rights thing, I want to fucking give a round of applause because city of Los Angeles became a no-kill shelter, like. City, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's so dope.
Yeah, so they are no longer putting down the dogs and cats at the animal shelter. They are working harder towards finding people and organizations to help them find homes.
Does that include like violent dogs too, though?
Yeah, because they have a lot of programs that reform like pit bulls. Like, bro, like just because they put down a lot of pit bulls, that doesn't like they've worked towards like. I guess places where they can reform them, like they have like certain places that only pick up pit bulls because they know that they have to train them a certain way. I honestly, that's a perfect example of like the media destroying the reputation of something, you know, that just because they don't like it.
Bro, I grew up. My dad telling me those dogs were violent. Well, I'm not I am your typical fucking paisa, but I'm really not. Like, I didn't live, like, in the actual hood. Like, we always just lived, like, in these apartments.
This we had fucking working water fountains in the school.
Yeah, we worked, like, I lived in Costa Mesa. But, I mean, and that's what my dad did not let me, like, I wasn't allowed to go to 18th Street. Wasn't allowed to do no gangbanging, none of that. My dad hated cholos, bro. When I grew up, he was like, you never become that.
He would have hated George, fool.
Yeah, no, for real. I've told George, I'm like, dude, my dad is exactly the reason he doesn't want me to become a view. Like, it's when you come here, you see that, and they make Mexicans look bad in a way, and they kind of start, like, not liking them.
Well, they come, like, here's the thing.
And it includes the pit bulls. My dad will always say, like, those dogs are dangerous. I'm known they're not. They're not.
They come from, like, our parents come from that generation where there was enough control there wasn't enough resources for them to get informed themselves, to have their own opinion. So wherever the information was coming from, it was controlled. So it was easier for them to have perceptions on certain things like weed is a droga, fucking, you know, they had us, they're like, all cholos and all these people are bad. So all those dogs are all bad because they're used to being told all this shit, bro. They have that same mentality. Remember that Scarface scene? It's people like you that give Cubans a bad name. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, weed. Think about weed.
Everyone hated that shit.
And everyone's smoking it now. Everyone's okay with it now. But Mexicans hated it. It's a lazy person weed. Pa marihuanos, para vatos huevones. And that's what it is. But obviously it changes because the media's not throwing that out there no more.
Yeah,
there's money to be made too. Mexicans love to see money.
Profitable.
Yeah, Mexicans love to see. You just said it before I even said it. It's profitable.
You don't get a fair shot to like really convince them until like it's publicized because they're so they're so what is it used to listening to what the info is. Damn.
You guys seen that super chat, right?
Damn.
Hey, what should I do, dog?
You gotta read it.
Do we gotta report it? Put him in timeout? What do we do?
Don't put it. I don't wanna. Like, I'm as much as I really don't like that problem. The whole issue. I'm not gonna.
We can't promote that.
No, so Will, that's a foul ball from you, dog.
Two more and you're out, dog.
I'm just gonna remove it.
Yeah, remove it.
All right.
Come on, Will.
Yeah,
Sorry, Will. Come on, dog.
What if you were homeless?
Yeah, fucking Will.
We do have other super chats though.
All right, let's read the super chats before we get carried away because we do have a good flow going out.
All right, we got Quechua Avila, $5. Compró el Puffco Peak Pro or what, vatos?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I got the normal one. I mean, normal one ain't bad, dog.
He said, "Lo compro."
Yeah, I think he hasn't bought it. He's asking if we should buy it. Ezone's got the new one. I got the old one. Can't go wrong with the old one. Yeah, I do want the new one, low key. So if you're trying to buy the old one off of me, it is for sale.
Yeah, or if you got dope glass pieces and you want to use them and still have the latest technology, get you a G Pen Connect. They have the Dr. Queentham collab as well.
Yeah,
it's pretty bomb.
That works out pretty dope.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, I got both. So I'm not like all just for one product. That's the thing, man. Like people love to put you in fucking category, bro. I was like, everybody wants to feel like they got you figured out. I'm like, hey, I don't owe you shit. I don't gotta listen to you. You know what I mean? A lot of people are afraid to fucking say like, hey, you know what? Stop. Or
all right, if you really believe that, if you're really about that, will you wear Nike and Adidas at the same time?
Because I don't feel happy doing it. I don't like it. I'm not gonna do it.
See, to me, when people tell me you wearing, because I don't give a fuck, dog. I'll wear Nike and Adidas and I'll wear Pumas at the same time, dog. I don't give a fuck. None of these fools sponsor me. None of these fools sponsor me. I bought this shit. I can wear whenever I want. Because Sadik talks shit on me. And I know what you mean. It sounds like if you sponsor me, by all means, I'll wear all Nike from head to toe. But you got to pay me. So to me, it's like I know, like, I'll have some Jordans that'll match with the fucking Adidas shirt. I don't care. And Eddie's like, that's disrespectful. Disrespectful to who? Like, some people find it disrespectful. And I remember in high school be like, that's some boo-boo shit. And to me, it's like, what do you mean? Like, to me, it just never didn't cap my mind. I see where you're coming from. I do see where it looks so much nicer. It looks like you got more money. You bought the whole outfit at that time. Yeah. But to me, it's like, who do I owe?
That's the thing, man. Much to you, bro?
No, not to me. It's just when
like that, it does.
It's just when I wear it, someone will be talking shit, be like, for real? You're going to do Jordan like that? You're going to wear Jordans with Adidas? And I'm just like, I bought these. I did Jordan the way he wanted it to be done. Like, I gave him his money, and that's it. I can do whatever I want with these shoes. If I want to burn them, I can burn them at the end of the day.
Yeah, see, that's the way you got to look at it. Because the moment, like, somebody makes a comment like that and you let it affect you,
no, it doesn't
have
affect
that power.
me. I was just asking if you would. I was asking if you would do that. Like, do you give a fuck that much?
But I do different shit that might trigger people the same way. Like, I might wear something that they might not expect, or I might fucking combine certain colors. They're like, yo, blue and green doesn't go together. I'm like, fuck off. It does for me. You know what I mean? Or like certain things.
Oh, dude, I you know me. I wear whatever the fuck I want. I legit wear whatever the fuck I want. I wear tie-dye pants, and these fools make fun of me every single day.
They're like, yo, rip pants. They're like, that's just not. I'm like, bro, I don't care, bro. Like, number one, nobody bought you the shit. It's really about. You're not giving anybody the power to control or contribute or take away from your personal happiness, bro. Like, at the end of the day, that really is what should matter, as long as you're not really hurting other motherfuckers.
No, I know that. I was just asking if
no, but I'm talking to the
fucking business.
Yeah, I'm talking to the people out there, because I know there's some people that take it to heart. They're like, I have to have the newest shit. I have to do this. I have to keep this tip top. It's like, no, man. Be comfortable with where you're at and the cards you got, because you get a different hand as time goes on every time.
For the richer you are, I think the less you want things. Like Sam doesn't want the new iPhone. He wants a flip phone. Shit like that, where these fools just don't want like the new shit. They're like, dude, it's too much fucking problems.
That's facts.
Yeah, I mean, it becomes a responsibility, bro. And at the end of the day, you also gotta recognize when you're not, like, things that contribute or take away from your happiness, bro. That's the way I go by it. Like, if something is not making me no longer happy, I stop having fun doing it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and I give it a fair shot. I try to go ahead and give it, try one, try number two. But at the end of the day, man, I'm like, man, I got to be happy where I'm at. Whether I'm, like, rich, whether I'm broke, whether I'm, like, live and check to check. It doesn't matter.
Is that why you're gonna be going back to Sessions? Because you had a good time on Saturday. I had a good time. Like we went and we were there for a cool minute.
That was a sick ass.
Well, that was Patches and Pins Expo, and I'm gonna be there next month, and I'm glad that those things are back up because I do enjoy interacting with people that support me, bro, and like people that support the brand. I had a lot of people show up in there.
It was fun. It was packed.
Yeah.
They had everything. Fucking all the hype beast shit, all the vintage shit, candles. He's on with his candles. They had chamoy shit. Remember me roasting the fool with the chamoy fucking vending stand?
Oh, bro, you know what though?
It's such a dick, dog. I felt bad for the.
But no, it's not that. And it's not that you were like clowning or anything like that. It's just there's other businesses.
Tell them what happened.
Look, there's other businesses you can start out there besides the chamoy candy business. You know what I mean? Like I don't think micheladas are at an all-time sale, and I don't.
Well, tell them what happened though. Tell them where we were at, and then like how the whole situation happened. Well, tell them who was there and everything. Just.
Well, I was there with A Plus Products, aka Tommy. He used to be a part of Be Real TV, and we had a booth and we were sharing, and we saw a lot of vendors, and we noticed that out of I want to say 50 vendors, there was at least 8 or 10 fucking businesses, that shout out to all of them hustling, that had the same thing. Like how many fucking sales of chamoy gummy bears are you gonna have and all this stuff? And shout out to everybody that was out there getting it because some of them did have it different, but people, there's a lot of ideas out there. You know what I mean? Like you could go ahead and capitalize on a lot of different food, have your own twist on it. Like try to be, something different, or like at least think about it like, hey, there's other 12 other michelada companies in there.
That's what I mean. And I was telling Izon, there was this fucking lady. They were in front of us selling chamoy, fucking gummy worms. Everyone has a fucking someone that's telling me, hey, if I'll give you some candy, if you tag me, if you repost me with the fucking candy, with the chamoy candy. But there was this lady in front of us. They didn't sell nothing the whole time, and it was a fucking mom. It was like a dad and a mom and like a little girl. And the mom and the dad at one point started arguing with each other, the mom and the dad. And I looked over at Izon and I was like, they're fighting because they spent all their money on the stimmy for this fucking chamoy candy shit. And ain't no profits coming in. And he was like, you're a fucking dick for that, dog. But they were going at it because no one was buying nothing, bro. And I felt bad.
I mean, it's like if you hop on that wave and it's everybody.
Yeah, too late.
Yeah, everybody's kind of doing it. It's like, man, just try to approach it a little bit different. Try to give it a little twist. That's all That's all I'm saying. Let's get into these super chats, right?
All right, let me go back up.
That way, they don't pass, and then we don't acknowledge these foods.
It was packed. It was pretty dope though.
Yeah, fucking Will ditched us. Fucking asshole.
He's good at that shit.
All right. We got Jonathan Armendariz, $5. Take a fat dab.
So who's going for it? Xavier, that shit's loaded. Click it twice.
Why me first? All right, let's go.
Put the manguera on it, on the fucking.
Want me to go to the next one?
Yeah. Read it
cool.
Up.
This one's loaded?
Yeah.
Utah Hawk, $5. Save the homeless from the park. No booth. # we all human. Be better peeps one planet. Positive vibes from Copperton, Utah fam. Fucking beers. Smoke 100. Metal horns.
Thank you for your donation, and hey man, I feel you, man. I feel you, man. People have definitely different opinions on it, but it's
You don't want to go here, Utah Hawk.
Yeah, it's pretty bad in LA, and I know it's bad everywhere, but salute to you and thank you for your donation.
We try.
Trying to have the positive outcome.
And the last one that we got so far is Jeffy, $2. Shout out to XGNE. Good to see Sam. Fucking peace sign, dog. Peace sign.
Salute to you guys, man. I appreciate y'all for your donations. Also, salute to everybody tuning in right now. Make sure you guys get that thumbs up. There's 200 of y'all in here and 104 thumbs up. Appreciate all you guys getting the thumbs up. It helps us stay relevant up in the YouTube pages.
We just got another one.
All right, here it is.
Saul del Toro, $2.99. X always deep throats the hose for the dabs.
Damn.
Shut up. Everybody's fucking hoes, dog. Don't worry about it.
Fucking Xavier.
You can come deep throated if you want.
Damn. Fucking open invitation from Xavier, dog. Straight up. That fool's fucking salvaje. How do you feel, dog? He took the dab for y'all. There you go.
Chilling.
And thank you everybody for your super chats. Nice little head change.
Yeah.
With the little manguera.
Little manguera.
So people talked about the homeless right now. You were bringing up the whole situation. Talk about it, because I know you're coming from the conspiracy point of view.
Not really. We haven't talked about it, and I haven't really talked.
I heard him mention.
Yeah, but we just kind of keep it quiet because, I mean, we feel bad for him, but LA is getting bad and something needs to get done. But I ask you because, I mean, I've never even lived in LA. Like, I mean, I live in the outskirts of LA, which is Cypress. You can't even maybe call it LA, so I don't even really know how it is. I've never really dealt with homeless other than at the liquor store. Like, that's the most shit that I deal with homeless people. Like the liquor store being annoying and you just kind of give them $1, or I don't give them $1. I usually give them those fucking roll-up pre-rolls from the fucking dispensaries because they're garbage and they might enjoy them. But at the end of the day, like, I don't interact with them. You've lived in LA, like in the hood, and I don't know if it's gotten better. I don't know if it's gotten worse. I don't know. I've been to your pad at night, so I haven't even seen it during the day. Well, to be honest with you,
here's the thing. It's like,
what do you think? Do you think is it do good what they're doing, or is it just gonna put them somewhere else? They got the people marching. Where do you stand on, like, I don't know, dog. That's why I think it's fucking do it. If people pay a lot of money for this place, it's Echo Park. It's a fucking lake. It's a nice city, nice part of the city. Like, go kick in fucking Skid Row. Go over there. Why you gotta ruin the rest of the city? I know that sounds fucked up.
No. It's like,
but I don't know. They got to fix it. I mean, we pay enough taxes. First of all, we pay enough taxes where this thing can be fixed with the money we give. Like, at the end of the day. Like, so I understand why people are mad about it, but at the end of the day, this is my property. I paid a lot of money for this property. At the end of the day, I want to sell it.
Your taxes to be at work.
And I want to sell it, so let's go.
Here's the thing, man. Like, we like work amongst it because we're in downtown, and like downtown is like 18 blocks of like all this different, different activity, business and shit like that. But in between all that, there's like an invasion of homeless, not just on Skid Row anymore. And over the last 2 years, they've managed to just pretty much take over the park, and that park got a renovation right before that, like, which means your tax dollars got put to work, and they cleaned up the pond, they fucking added everything brand new. So these people looked at it, they're like, oh, this is a perfect campsite. With COVID going down, fucking these people, they're like, noticing nobody's at the fucking park, so let's go ahead and move in, bro. They have like, they vend there, they turn up there, and it's like, you can't even go there if you like pay. It's already expensive to live in LA, so these people that live around there, like, it doesn't make you comfortable going to the fucking park. You don't want to go ride the swans in the fucking lake when there's a bunch of homeless people like watching you, and like one of them's gonna, or three of them's gonna ask you for some money. You
could step in some needles.
Yeah, or something, something that's like out. I don't know, man. This is not dope. You know what I mean?
So who are the people protesting? It's obviously
that's
not
the thing, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Who are these people protesting then? Is it not people from Echo Park, obviously?
Yeah, because I don't know anybody that's gonna pay that much in what is it, in rent and taxes, especially with the cost of living being so high up here. That's gonna be like, you know what? Nah, fuck that. I like not being able to go to the park. Like, if you live right there, it's not cheap. So you're gonna have to go. You mean to tell me that all these people are coming from Echo Park? I think if you live in that area and you're affected by it, that's the only reason you could go out there and protest.
People who don't deal with the problem.
Yeah,
like always. People that want to have a job.
It's like an ego gas station for these fools, dog. They got to fill up their ego tank.
Yeah, got something to post on Instagram.
Yeah, something to post, something to be like, I'm an activist, I'm a humanist, I'm for the human race. I'm like, bro, you're going back to your apartment that doesn't have, or a fucking condo or your property that doesn't have homeless people around there. And it's fucked up to really look at it like this way, but I'm like, look, I've known some people that have been homeless, and I've known people that live in that situation.
The homie might have got stabbed by homeless.
Yeah. And I'm like, bro, like, if you can't help yourself, how do you expect others to go ahead and help you and do this miracle work? And should it really be the responsibility of everybody else to, like, do you want to dedicate the time to try to fix somebody else's life that is, like, way worse than you in the situation? Bro, I already feel like I'm having a hard time juggling my shit. You want me to be Mr. Humanist? Like, I didn't sign up for this shit, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks crazy, but people started protesting early in the fucking morning.
Check out this photo I took of a possible homeless fire under the freeway.
Damn, possible? That looks like a fire. See, that's a problem.
That happens a lot in downtown, bro. Like, that's a building that, like, it's going to be, torn down for demolition, right? So the taggers got to it first. They left a little opening. Then these homeless fools moved in. They're up there in every floor, bro. The shit's burning down. These fools are on the roof.
Damn, I didn't even think about that, yeah.
Yeah, like, it's fucking wild how it's getting out here. They're just, like, taking over, like, places. And they're, like, they start fires. They don't know how to put them out. You know, like, they literally destroy the properties that you're around. I'm like,
you know how easy it is for a fucking tent to go in flames?
Yeah.
And you're smoking a cigarette or you're smoking whatever the fuck you're smoking in there.
Fast.
Yeah. Damn, I didn't think about all the problems. Well, damn. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and then not all those fools are in the right mental state. Having a bad day, bad trip, bro. Sometimes like the homie scumbags, you might pay the price for somebody that is not all there, bro. And I'm like, what is it? Sam Tripoli mentioned it in the last podcast. Super Bowl and Olympics might be coming to Los Angeles or California,
right.
and look, they're gonna start cleaning that shit up. And that means that like, yo, they're gonna do what they did yesterday at Echo Park and a lot of other places, the Valley, fucking Anaheim. They're gonna go around and clean these little encampments up. They're gonna be like, yo, where the fuck are you from?
Yeah, but all that does is send them somewhere else. It's not fixing the problem though. So I get why these people are mad. See what I mean? It's not fixing the problem. You're just going up and be like, you can't kick it here because we're rich.
Yeah.
That's all it really is. And these fools are like, all right, well, I got to go find another place to kick it at.
I mean, if you don't live amongst it.
Like, have you seen Venice? Like, Venice, are people allowed to kick it there? People sleep there. No one bugs them. I'm not going to lie. If I was a homeless person, that's the place to be at. Hit the beach. It's not really hot. It's not really cold. A lot of ass to look at. A lot of tourists. Try to hustle people.
Ass you won't get.
You might get it.
Homeless?
Dude, I'd be working out if I was a homeless. I'd be above homeless, dog.
I'd be above homeless,
dog. Trying to get laid, trying to fucking find myself a gordita that wants me.
Somebody, what is it? Long Year said these protesters should all take 2 homeless and take them back home in like a rehab if that's really.
Damn.
Yo, because and I said this on the Green Thumb show. I was like, hey.
That.
If the issue's really that bad and it's been 2 years and it got this bad, where the fuck were y'all the last 2 years? Did you just come once a month or once a fucking year to donate the fucking food on Thanksgiving and say you're helping the homeless situation and take your picture? Or were you there trying to like rehabilitate these fools out of this situation? Because that's really how you start fixing the situation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want to fucking do it because I that's not really my passion. And there's other people that,
Some people love it though. I'm not gonna lie. Some people really love helping people.
These are supposedly the people that are protesting. So what the fuck? Go ahead and put your money where your mouth is and go and really go the extra mile like you want, like what you want to do. It's like those people that are really about being a life coach for those people that are addicted to alcohol and drugs. Sometimes they take them in. They're their life coach. They coach them throughout the whole time. Yeah, they get a lot of tax deductions, so they don't really got to pay a lot of taxes, but you got to love that shit to really go through that trauma and try to fix somebody that's broken.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be a crazy situation when the Olympics come through.
Yeah, the Olympics are going to it's going to go wild.
It's a lot of money for the city, though, so they better figure out what they can do with it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm telling you. Like Sam said, they're going to have to start cleaning it up.
Invest some of it into the homeless, though. Come on, let's be for real. Those fools need some help.
They do.
Can't just pick up yourself from the bootstrap type of shit. I don't know, psych wards. See, that's another thing. Psych wards aren't allowed. Some people do kind of need to be in psych wards. I'm not saying they should. Not all of them. Definitely not. Some of them do need fucking pills, and they go crazy, and I don't know what to do for. I didn't go to school for this shit, obviously fucking leave, but it's a fucking problem, dog. We've seen people taking showers in the fire hydrant right there.
That and like some of them are fucking sick from like the army and shit like that.
PTSD, of course, and that's the worst part. Imagine giving your life for this country, risking your life, maybe
and
dying,
you end up homeless
and you come over here and you end up homeless.
You're gonna.
That's crazy. And there's a TikToker there that has a better car than you.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to separate these foods, dog. That's the only way you're really gonna get through it, bro. If you separate these foods and figure out who really needs some assistance, who's in their right state of mind, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to start.
It takes time and money, dog. Time and money.
Well, I mean
that's it. That's it.
That money's gonna have to be spent because they're not gonna let all this out of town money and all these people come in from all these different parts of the globe to come have a certain impression of LA. They've been gentrifying the fuck out of it. They still got a little time to get it all together, but watch, bro, they're gonna treat them like they did. Remember like that Scarface scene under the freeway? They're playing basketball and they got the little libertad. And fucking crazy fact on that. You know that fool that gets stabbed, Revenga?
Yeah.
That C- is what is it? Uncle,
really?
fool. That C- is uncle, dog.
I didn't know that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was tripping when he told me. He's like, nah, for real, that's my uncle.
Damn, I was gonna ask you. I don't know if you guys talked about this. You guys saw, but you saw the backlash that Kylie Jenner is getting for donating that for the GoFundMe.
No. Oh yeah, what is it? I kind of heard a little bit about it.
Yeah, so she was like, one of her makeup artists or one of her ex-makeup artists got in a car accident, and they basically asked her to fucking do a GoFundMe, and she went and she gave the full amount, dog, or half of the amount or whatever, and then she reposted it. But these, you know what the people that were the owners of the GoFundMe did? They upped the goal. So it made her look like she was broke and she didn't give him the full amount.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Did her dirty. She's over there doing a good deed.
Explain that.
So like, let's say, so I'm Kylie Jenner, right?
Yeah.
And I have a makeup artist, right? And you're my makeup artist for now, but I used to have an old makeup artist, and that's used to be the guy I used to work for.
Right.
He gets in a car accident, and you hit me up, be like, yo, fool, remember your old makeup artist? He got in a car accident. They need like $10K for his medical bills. You want to like maybe like retweet it, or you want to donate some money? She gives the $10K, right?
Yeah.
Because she got money. I mean, she's Caitlyn Jenner. But you know what the family does now?
What?
They up the goal to $60,000.
Damn.
So that makes her look like a broke bitch.
Damn.
Even though 10K should be.
Even
like
though she covered the charge. That's
yeah.
all you asked me for. All you asked me was 10K. I give you 10K. Now you want 60K. Now you're making me look like a broke bitch. Like I was talking shit on her. I was like, "What a broke bitch! You're only gonna give 10K."
I didn't know it was like that, bro.
Yeah,
they're
doing her dirty.
Up.
So a good deed never gets done, dog. She should have just not retweeted. Should have get the 10K and kept it to herself. No reason to retweet.
That's fucking wild.
That's crazy. That's fucked up, huh?
Yeah. That is that.
People be wilding on GoFundMe. Sometimes I just clicked on GoFundMe to see the goal. Where I'm like, y'all wilding.
Yeah.
Y'all asking for 100,000 for fucking because this fool broke his leg.
Hold on. I was like, what the fuck? Is somebody downstairs?
I don't know. For the fucking old man, dog.
Nah, I was like, maybe Pedro left some shit.
I don't know.
But yeah, so you were saying about
I was just saying sometimes I'll be scrolling through Instagram or Facebook, whatever the fucking social media I'm at, and I'll see a GoFundMe, a random person. Obviously, if I know you, I try to donate some money. But if I don't know you or whatever, I just click on it just to see the goal. What's the goal? What are we reaching for? 100K, $1 million, $500,000? You got a broken nail and you want 20K? Like sometimes I'm like, bro, you guys are fucking reaching. You've never seen a crazy amount? I've seen some stuff where I'm like,
I've seen some shit for stuff that like there'll be like a kid on there, be like, my mom won't buy me a PS5, so I'm trying to get bro, for real.
No, yeah, but you've never seen like a serious medical one where I'm like, bro, that's just way too much. Like $500,000 for what? I don't know. I'll be wilding, but I always be clicking on what on like what the goal is.
$500,000 for a broken arm?
Some shit like that. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but I've seen like, bro, $500,000. That's a lot of money to ask people for. Like 100K. I've seen 100K for sure.
Yeah, or like those the veterinary ones. A lot of people don't understand, bro. Veterinarians don't make a lot of money. Like they make a good.
What are you talking about?
No,
Veterinarians are expensive.
Bro. No,
take your dog to the vet.
they're expensive, but like a lot of like especially like the ones that are really for it, you gotta go to those places because they're certified, and those be the ones that work with you. They'll be like, look, man, I love dogs too. This dog reminds me of my dog, so I'll take $2,000 off, bro. You know, you gotta go to those fools that fucking love it. You know what I mean?
Have you ever put a dog down?
You have to, bro. It's the cycle of life.
But have you ever put one day, you personally, like your own dog?
Well, yeah, I had to take it. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It's a very intense experience, but it's that's the thing, man. It's learning that all living things come to an end is probably one of the hardest fucking lessons you learn. And some of us learn it as a little kid. Some of us learn it as an older person. But it's one of those tough pills to swallow. But it's like, hey, man, that's the way of life, man. Everything that fucking lives, breathes, it comes to an end, bro. From the fucking ants walking on the floor to the fucking plants.
The reason I asked that because I felt bad for the veterinary that helped me put my dog down. Because he cried. And all I felt was like, you didn't even know this dog. Do you cry all the time? I felt like that's such a hard job to have. I don't know if he had a connection with my dog. I don't know if he liked them or he might have. I didn't ask questions.
That's a person that really loves what
he might just really love dogs, and that's by all means that's dope as fuck. But him crying was like, bro, you didn't even know him. It kind of was like I felt like almost cried as much as me, and I was like, bro, chill. Like, but it was a pretty. I felt bad for him. I really remember him crying, and I looked at him. I remember looking at my mom like, why is he crying? My mom was like, I was a little kid, and she was like, it's just what they do. He really loved the dog, and he felt bad putting it down, and he was like, because it was a little puppy.
Yeah.
And he was like, because it broke his leg. The dog broke its leg. It was a puppy, and the guy was like, look, dude, he's a puppy. You can already barely get them back normal when they're adults. This kid's gonna fuck up this. And the guy was like, literally, you're better off putting him down, even though it's gonna cost you too much money. So we put him down. Yeah. But this fool was crying, like it was his. It was sad.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, bro. It's it's a part of life, bro, and it's like that's why you gotta really like appreciate those moments that like pets and stuff like that bring. You know, like you gotta like appreciate that some other like a pet can fucking brighten up your day no matter what, and they don't even say a fucking word, bro. So it's like, yeah, man, you gotta cherish your fucking pets. That's why I'm a very like pro. I love animals, bro. So it's one of my I have a lot of sympathy for them. So.
And I was like, ever since it's had that problem right there at the dogs.
Yeah, see, one of those big dogs that the dogs had to be put down, and they've had those giant dogs we talked about before. One of them had to be put down last week or this week. R.I.P.
That shit was sad.
Yeah. Yeah, so, take care of your fucking pets out there, man.
Would you ever, I don't know if it's called, I don't know, when you fucking make it into like a stuffed animal? Terminate or exterminate,
taxidermy?
Whatever. Taxidermy? Would you ever do that to your dog? Nah, you couldn't?
Nah, you couldn't.
That'd be weird.
So you think it'd be weird? Why is it weird? Why with the deer? I mean, my dad has a deer. We have deer at the pad. Like,
yeah, but that's different,
that's
man.
A trophy.
Like,
it is a trophy.
You weren't emotionally connected to that deer.
Good point. Okay.
Yeah, like you wouldn't do that to your dog that you got. You spend a lot of time with that fool. You care about that dog. So
I don't know. It doesn't seem weird to me. Like if I showed up and someone had that dog there, and I was like, "What's up with that?" And he's like, "Oh, it was my homie," and I just got to.
Some people more different.
It'd be weird. No, I know that's what I'm saying. It'd be weird, but I for sure would kind of understand. It'd be weird if you did it with a human being. If I showed up, and like, what the fuck? And like, oh, that's my grandma. We terminized her on the fucking rocking chair in the front of the house.
Some people,
that would be weird.
Some people, hey, bro. There's been some cases that I've heard of some shit like that, bro. Like serial killers and shit like that. They'll like get attached to somebody that passed away, and they'll keep them or preserve them, or like fools that had a wife that passed away. They like kept them next to them and just like preserve that. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. That's a crazy type of attachment right there.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
I heard people like I've heard this. I don't know where I heard this shit, but probably some internet. Might be a fucking myth. But I've heard like some guy's wife died and this fool started wearing all her clothes when she died. I was like, that's fucking weird as fuck.
That's pretty weird.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah.
That reminds me of Psycho.
Yeah, something's like psycho shit. We start wearing people's clothes when they're dead. That's what I always thought about buying shit at Goodwill. I'm like, yo, they might be dead.
Yeah, that's another thing, man. Like buying shit at like at thrift places or like what is it at the Gem Expo when I went to go buy when I went to this like crystal convention, they have like people that sell vintage shit, right? They have a little vintage section of people that sell antiques, bro. Some of this shit looks like if I took it home, the Conjuring is fucking going down, bro. Like Annabelle's pulling up out of the fucking
like
closet.
Dolls? You saw dolls too?
Fool, there's some shit that they have at these like the vintage preserve or people that just have antiques, bro. And everything that you see there, like you'll look at some shit and you're like, you take that home, fool. El Diablo's coming out of the bathroom, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you ever see shit like that like you know what I mean? Like what? Like for example, they had.
Was it an auction or was
No, it was like a flea market, but it was all gemstones.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was all like, but then I had like antique section, because people collect certain shit, so they had different coins, different metals, different things from like churches and shit. There was these things like they had from European churches where like you put your hand for the water.
Yeah.
I'm like, who would want that in their house?
That's creepy.
That's like, unless you're Kat Von D, you know what I mean? Like, or like.
Did you find that bitch hot? Like when the show was cool and you were kind of in high school, because that shit was I was in high school when I was in. You find her hot? I didn't find her hot.
Hot in the sense where like you want to know what it's like to fuck a tattooed bitch like that?
Nah, I thought she was like demonic. Like satanic.
Demonic?
Satanic, bro. Yeah, that was like when I first met her, I was like, that bitch
was
for
a man.
sure fucking chucking you up and shit.
I'm gonna pass on her, dog.
Yeah, I always thought she was like a guy or some shit.
That and those cats freak me the fuck out. Those hairless cats.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing, bro. I mean, she found her match, bro. She's married to, who's that other Cholo Goth, which is all the Cholos that are into dark shit.
I don't know.
What is it? Prayers? They have that band. I was like, bro, that's their little fucking Addams Family shit, bro. Some people are different, bro. That's not my cup of tea, though, bro.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Those bitches are crazy.
Yeah, bro, but that's some shit. There's certain things that like you can take home from like rummage sales or like things. I'm like, bro, if the person, let's just say somebody died and they're having a garage sale and you take that person's favorite coat.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, fool. I got some shit where if it goes in the wrong hands, I might haunt you.
Yeah, you don't know that shit.
Yeah, someone's not taking care of my fucking Puffco Peak or whatever I fucking love. I'm gonna hunt you. If you take care of it, though, it's cool. You gotta appreciate it.
Yeah, certain things might trigger certain spirits, bro. You don't know. Some people don't really cross. They stay here kicking it and all this shit. Like, what about those I talked about it earlier. That movie where you ever seen those movies where like the baby can see shit?
The baby can see shit.
Like, there's always like how babies be like, oh, this is my invisible friend.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Kids always have invisible.
First of all,
friends.
I'm shutting that shit down, bro.
But if your kid comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, Daddy E-Zone."
First of all, he would just call me Dad.
Whatever, Daddy E-Zone. There's a fucking imaginary friend over there that wants to fucking kick it with me or play some fucking Pokemon cards with you. Well, how are you shutting it down? You're gonna tell him it's not real? Like, are you getting mad? Are you getting mad? You look like
Nah,
you're getting mad. I can tell the way you're reacting. You're about to.
I'm gonna be 100, bro. I'm gonna be like, look, fool, pick one: soccer or fucking football, dog. Cause you ain't gonna have no more free time for this fool to come talk to you like that, bro. You know what I mean?
So you're just gonna keep him busy? We're like,
Fuck
yo, you don't need this fucker around.
This fool's get.
Damn, that's a good way. I didn't think about that. He's on.
Like, you know, if this was not sports material, I'm gonna get him hooked on video games. Tell him go play downstairs while I go up there, kill a few chickens with B-Real, clean this shit out, make sure that fucking invisible friend gets the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Like
Sam, you gotta come over here. This is a big one.
Like I wanna make sure, be like, look, fool, you need to cut this shit out.
That is creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy as fuck.
Because a lot of parents don't take it serious, bro. But like, bro,
you're not supposed to.
What do you mean you're not supposed to?
Like, they tell you not to. That's what like, I mean, if you read a fucking.
How many situations have there been where, like, Mom, I see something at the window, bro? Like, all those movies made me never want to sleep by a window.
How about when your dog looks at something in the hallway?
Yeah, I trip out.
That happens all the time, dog.
I trip out if they fucking feel fear or they're, like, start growling. But if they're, like, not really bothered, I'm not really going to feel threatened by it. Because you think about it, bro. Like, what harm can a fucking spirit that somebody that's dead really do to you? That a person that's alive could do 100 times more damage to you.
Did you have an imaginary friend?
Nah.
No?
No. I don't. I have a creative imagination. I've always had a creative imagination, but never to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm here. We're going to play cards. We're going to play chess. Like, nah, that's like some. I never really.
You had brothers too, though, right?
Yeah, we were 6 years apart, and like, but I also had cousins. You know, my family was close. So
you're
like,
busy, so you guys were always up to something.
You always had somebody to always play with whenever you felt bored, or like, you know, I had some video games like Super Nintendo and shit. But
that is some white kid shit, though.
Yeah,
it is some more white kid
shit.
I
was about to say that, but I didn't want to get too racist.
I mean, hey, bro, it is what it is, bro.
Like, leave it up to me.
All those based on all those what is it those experiences, bro. Why they only happen to white people, bro? They got nothing but spare time at home. You know what I mean? Like, bro, how's that shit gonna happen to a paisa's house, bro? That fool's always working. He's gone at 6 a.m. Even if he throws shit, he's gonna be like, se cayó.
Yeah, mom making you clean, making you mop, to make you do something.
Yeah, bro. Like, what the fuck is it? What the fuck is your own room in a Latino family, homie? You never have your own room, dog. Like, you're always fucking sharing.
Yeah, I did share my room with my sister for a cool minute too.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, you share rooms. Yeah. Damn.
Like, I don't think we look out for ghosts out the window. We look out for cops or like burglars, you know? Yeah. Like, it's more of a realistic situation, bro. I'm not really tripping on fucking, what is it, Final Destination shit. That's a crazy movie, though. Remember that?
Yeah, that shit kind of fucked me up for a little bit.
There?
Yeah. I never want to go in an elevator after I watch that movie.
Hell no. You know what I don't ever want to do? And I know Pa Izon's done it because he goes and gets pedicures. Get in the sun tanning booth.
No, hell no.
Hell no, right? When that girl dies, because that shit gets stuck and she fries herself to death, dog. That shit looks fucking intense. Shit fucked up, bro. And I was so excited as a little kid, but I got 2 naked white girls about to show some titties. Bro, when I was a kid, I was stoked. I was like, bro, we starting off like this? Because the movie starts off like that. That's how they die. And then they do
pauses it for 2 minutes real quick.
Oh, dude, I was stoked. I was like, dude, that's how we starting Final Fantasy? Let's go. But they died. That shit looked creepy. I don't know if I could ever go in a sun tanning bath.
Yeah.
Sun tanning bed.
Well, first
have
of
you
all,
done it?
No. What the fuck?
Yeah, you got some color in you. It's because I'm kind of white.
I'm naturally this color, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, like. First of all, dog, I'm not gonna fucking make myself fucking. Más dorado, dog. The way I look at it, I'm like, you put yourself in a conventional oven, bro, like a little toaster.
Yeah, cool. Well, that's what it is.
And I'm like, why would I put myself in that position, bro? Like, if somebody told me, hey, you know, the sun could give you cancer, I don't care. I want no part of it, bro. I'm not gonna fucking put myself in that position.
It also fucking has vitamin D, cure you from coronavirus.
That shit also comes in fucking pill form where you could take that shit in the morning. You don't need to come through in that. I would be more like...
You're like a vitamin baby.
I would...
You got to get it naturally. They can't say getting vitamin D from fucking from the vitamins.
I would be more likely to go into one of those things that Joe Rogan goes into.
What is that?
Those
those
isolation tanks?
The cripple tanks or whatever, the cold ones, right?
You remember the only time I ever knew the first time I ever like saw what something like that was that Simpsons episode where Lisa goes with Homer to this like new age like
that shit was dope.
Like shop, and they're like, yo, you're supposed to tap into your mind and you're laying in this tube with water and shit.
Oh, those are 2 different ones. We're talking about 2 different things.
It's like a little capsule.
That's called
Float tank?
A float tank. That's a float tank, but the other one we're talking about, I thought you were talking about the one where it's really cold. Where it gets like under under 30 degrees. You go in there for like a minute or two, and it gets really, really cold.
What is that supposed to do?
I don't know. I'm not Joe Rogan. But he goes in these fucking rooms where it's super cold, and it goes like under negative 32, and he goes in there for a minute, and you're not allowed to go in there for longer, but it's good for like when you work out, it builds up your...
But that's
can't believe you haven't heard about it. No, yeah, I know what you're talking about, the float tank. You've been in those?
No, I haven't. I would be more open to trying that than any kind of fucking tanning booth.
No, float tanks look dope.
It's a sensory deprivation tank.
Yeah, the sensory deprivation tank, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder like where you could... I bet you there's places...
There's one in Venice. Yeah, there's one in Venice for sure. You can obviously get one in your house if you're fucking baller like Joe Rogan. But no, there's one in Venice, and it's I don't know what they're called, but they're the same fools that made Joe Rogan's
he has one at home.
tank. Yeah, he has one at home.
Yeah, it says it right here. A sensory deprivation tank is also known as a flotation tank, an isolation tank. It provides restricted environmental simulation therapy. A person experiences minimal sensory simulation when inside the tank, so you experience that shit, allowing them to relax. It contains enough water for the person to float on their back.
Well, it keeps you floating because of the salt.
Yeah.
They put it so they do a perfect salt, whereas then you float, perfect amount of salt so that you can float, and then they also do the perfect temperature of your body. So if your temperature is like 82 degrees or whatever, 73 is normal and 79, whatever it is, a human body, they'll do the water at that temperature, so you start forgetting where your fingers are at. If that makes any sense.
I mean, is that it's supposed to be like a mental thing, right?
Yeah, because everything's so connected, you're floating because the salt puts you you're floating without trying.
Yeah.
And then the water's at the same temperature as your body. So when you sit there, you don't know where your fingertips are at. That make any sense?
Yeah.
It sounds crazy till you do it, but like you can't feel your fingertips because you're floating and the body's at the same temperature as so you don't even know where your fingertips are at. So you'll start tripping out and you think you're just like in your mind.
Damn.
It's crazy. Like, but you got to do it a lot of times because like right when you hit that point, you freak out and you come back to life. You got to do it so often where it's like kind of like meditation, kind of like yoga type of shit. So
it's like tripping.
Dude, they've talked that you could trip hard as fuck in there, like hard. A couple edibles or fucking a little bit of shrooms, and you can go deep where you'll freak the fuck out in that little tank.
I don't think you could go in there like on edibles or something like
that.
Yeah,
you can.
Unless like
Rogan does it all the time.
No, but he's comfortable already with it. Like if it's like if it's like your first couple of times,
I do it. It's expensive. If I'm doing it one time, I'm going deep.
Like is there something that you'd be scared to try? Like I'd be scared to fucking try that. You know that thing that fucking makes you fly, with the fan. You float up.
You're scared of that?
Have you seen when those things go wrong?
Nah, pull that up. Wait up. They could go wrong.
Yeah.
You keep going in a circle for a long time.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
there's.
That's hilarious.
What do you call those things, dude?
Fuck, man. It's
gotta be a proper term for it.
Fucking indoor skydiving, I think.
Yeah. Damn, but I would never skydive, right? You never skydive, right?
Like me, I don't know. That doesn't seem like my type of shit.
I don't do none of that.
I'm scared of heights, bro. So like, I would flip out. I probably keep. What would you do?
I'm not doing none of that. I mean, I would get in that fake one because they can just turn it off and I would just hit the floor. But I'm not jumping off a plane. I'm not dropping off a cliff. I'm not doing none of that. Like bungee jumping, cliff diving, airplane jumping. Not doing that shit, dog. Unless fear factor, unless it's some fear factor Joe Rogan shit where some money on the line. Look at this shit.
This is just one.
Dude, she's gonna eat. Dude, it's because she becomes a ball, right? Oh.
No, she fucking falls. I know there's a couple more.
That's not that bad.
That's not too bad, you know.
I'll find some more.
Yeah.
No, it's not too bad, but I'd be down. I mean, I live in Lake Elsinore. Lake Elsinore is it's actually known. It's famous for its skydiving program.
Yeah, I was like, skydiving is pretty dope, though.
No.
I did skydiving.
You've done it?
Yeah, I've done it.
For real?
That bungee jumping.
You jumped off the plane?
Yeah, that and I did free fall, too. That shit was crazy.
And there was a guy behind you?
Yeah, there was a guy behind me and shit like that. Like, he
Did you feel his
like,
cock?
Kinda.
That's pretty weird, dog.
I kind of squeezed my cheeks.
Yeah, I'd definitely play extra for a female.
Yeah.
I definitely would, just because I don't know. It'd be a little weird. Right, Ray?
I agree. Well,
yeah.
I mean, who knows, dog? But fuck it. Pay that
but
extra
like,
cash.
are you gonna rely on a little ass bitch to try to hold you in the fucking sky though?
Good point. I'd be freaking out.
Cause I'd be like, no, fam. Hell nah. Because I know Izon wouldn't fucking rely on a little ass girl to try to hold him up fucking free falling in the sky.
What, like that thing? The
well, because I asked him, he said he jumped like, off an airplane, and I asked him, I was like, there was a guy right behind you, right? And he said, yeah. And I was like, could you feel his cock? And he said, kinda. And I was like, I'd pay extra for a female to jump off with the female. And he's like, bro, you really want to trust the fucking 130 mil thing to make sure you don't fucking die? And I said, damn, yeah, Godfather sounds real good right now.
Godfather sounds
someone real big like side dick where they could hold me and be like, bro, or if I pass out of like just being scared.
You're gonna be going down at such a fucking fast speed if you have somebody of that mass. It has to be like a
little person, like a squirrel, like those little.
Nah, it has to be like somebody who's like, you know, like not too hit, right around the middle.
It's just scary. Would you jump off a plane?
Hell no.
Hell no, right? If it's working, why would I jump off? I don't understand it.
You said you done it, Sammy?
Yeah, Sammy said he did it, homie.
When's the last time you did it?
It's a one-time thing, right?
It was only like a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think I was like 19 or 20. I did it actually in Temecula.
Oh, you did the one in Temecula? Yeah. Dope, yeah. Because I was telling him, like, also, it's actually pretty famous. It's known for skydiving. There's a whole fucking arena, and people go in, and some people end up landing in the lake, because the lake's there. Pretty dope. And you watch them on Saturdays. You can see on Saturdays, people just start, like, coming down the fucking...
That or people like go down those fucking like those hanger fucking like things.
Oh yeah, those are crazy. Those people are wild.
The hanger kites, like they supposed to jump off the mountains full and like in some like fucking kite shit. I'll trip out. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? These supposed to trusting like a little fucking metal fucking.
Could you
kite?
breathe on the way down?
Me?
Yeah, because I mean,
I was like, I wasn't too scared. I was like, I'm not. Me? Yeah, I was high as fuck. I think I was drunk too, but like I'm not scared of heights, so like I wanted to do it, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was something I want to do, like, because I did bungee jumping. So, like, I was like, you know what? I was like, this shit couldn't be too bad.
Have you ever done that thing at the theme parks where it goes like, you just fucking...
Oh, yeah, like, fucking, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You're like in a taco.
Yeah.
Like, and then...
Oh, yeah. I've done all that. But I'm done. Like, I won't even get on a roller coaster anymore.
I ain't doing that shit.
Well, I won't even get on Six Flags roller coaster. Anything that's crazy. When's the last time?
I throw up all the time.
But when's the last time someone did a checkup on this? A maintenance. When's the last time we did a maintenance? And then who did a maintenance? Some fucking kid like me, like a fucking moron that's high all the fucking time, doing that job.
That's the scary part.
We're gonna rely on that.
I was talking about that, man. I'm like, we were walking around at Knott's Berry Farm. We were filming the High and Hungry episode, and I'm just like, yo. When they open these things back up, like, have they been running it? Has the rain affected it? The maintenance worker, has he been working this whole time?
Did they get a fucking oil change?
Yeah, did they get an oil change? Like,
That's it.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, like, those are not that bad because it's like these people are safe and you can sue these motherfuckers. But
Six Flags, dog?
No, not even Six Flags. I'm talking about the fucking fair, dog. They move these around, dog. They build them here in LA, then they go to Orange County. And who's building these? Some motherfucker like me and you that wants to get paid $20 an hour instead of do this shit. They make it $21, and then you're gonna rely your kids getting on that. I hope my kids ever want to go to Six Flags. I'm like, wait up, didn't you say you wanted the Xbox fucking 10? Let's go get that instead. Well, I'm gonna avoid any fucking theme parks at all when I have kids, bro. They just
you never liked them though.
I did I did when I was a kid. Now to me,
you think about these things now, huh?
I think about things I didn't think about before. Like, bro, who's maintaining this?
You know
who
what?
did an oil change on this?
You know
When's the last time someone died? Like, do the seatbelts work? I sound like a dad, but now I'm like, I ain't getting on that shit.
You know what it is? Is just death becomes something that's very realistic when the older you get.
Yeah, it really does. I used to love Six Flags. Goliath, get the fuck out of here. Best ride in the world. I won't even do that shit now.
Yeah, like I started looking at it, I was like, man, what if like the little fucking like the brake on the fucking wood and shit hits your back a certain way? Vegetable time, homie.
Which one are you talking about? Ghost Rider? That's made out of wood, dog. Yeah. Ghost Rider is made out of fucking wood,
something
dog.
like that. That's what I'm saying. Like
wood and screws that you buy at Home Depot, dog. A whole Mexican can technically build Ghost Rider. You want to get on that shit?
Yeah, but
get the fuck out of here.
One of those moments, like this is say you survive it, you think you survive it, then it hits the brakes really hard, and your back has that recoil there, hits a certain nerve, vegetable, homie. You're done.
That, or fucking one of your vertebrae goes out, your back hurts, you get tail whip.
My disc.
Yeah, your disc, bro. The older you get, you just gotta be careful. You can't be fucking up like that shit.
Yeah, man.
Nah, hard pass on that. That Ghost Rider ride is scary. And you go to Knott's all the time.
When's the last time you went to a theme park?
I went. I actually did one of those dinner ones. But I don't go on go. I'll go to Disney because the Disney ones aren't intense, bro. No one's dying at Disney. Pretty laid back rides.
Hold on.
Universal.
Hold
okay,
on,
people are dying,
right there.
but they're dying differently. They're dying differently.
Hell no. Okay, hold on.
What ride did they die from?
People be getting abducted.
No, I know they died from an alligator. Someone ate an alligator or a crocodile. That's different.
No, bro. Let me tell you. Disneyland is such a big franchise that the great fucking Walt Disney had enough.
The Nazi?
No, I said I like Walt Disney for Disney, bro. Right?
But the Nazi.
He's a Nazi.
Well, whatever. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I need to fact check this.
Yeah.
I need to fucking fact check this, but
Swarm, let him know.
But however, Walt Disney fucking made sure that he left the fucking instruction book on how to deal with these type of situations, and because they had so much power and land, bro, Disney is one of those companies that if something like that happens, it's getting put under wraps right away. People are getting paid off, and it's being cleaned up, bro. There's been some crazy shit like in that mountain ride, the one that looks like a big fucking cocaine mountain. Somebody's head flew off on that shit.
Is that Magic? No, not Magic.
No, that's at Disneyland.
The Hornet one.
Yeah, somebody's head flew off on there.
Wait up. Like Sicario type shit? Like
they
cartel shit
up,
where like there's no more neck?
They fucking got up. The shit fucking decapitated them. You're going 55 miles an hour, bro. Anything at 55 miles an hour and you're hitting a fucking concrete.
How tall is this motherfucker?
He did it like he fucking got up and he like shouldn't have gone. Bam, he just died.
Oh, he got up like he stood up.
Yeah, se levantó.
Okay, well, I really don't give a fuck because in the beginning of the ride, it says, please remain seated and keep your arms and feet inside the vehicle at all times. I don't think you should even be allowed to sue them. Did they play the fucking Did they play that? And if they did, I know you're telling me like it's fucked up, but
shit
those are like
that gets covered up, bro. Like I think
should.
Somebody died in the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. They drowned or something like that.
No.
Yeah, like there's a lot of fucking deaths in Disney that get swept under the rug, bro. Swept because they have that much power, that much fucking money. They could control all that shit, bro.
Like you've heard of that private room, right?
Club 33.
Club 33.
That's just like for like.
Well, you did a smile like I know how to get in there. Like you made this smile where it's like I got the juice.
I wish I could. Eventually, I want to get to a point where like I could maybe get invited there some way somehow. But I know the way Disney operates that somebody like me. Well, I don't know. They had Joey Diaz do a voiceover on a Disney Channel cartoon, so they're starting to be open to this shit. So
let's not fucking sweep the super chats under the rug.
All right, let's
go. Let's go.
True Men 06499. Big ups to you guys. When are the new mystery box coming out?
They will be up by this weekend. I got time this weekend because I'm gonna let you guys know right now.
You guys
a little later.
Today.
What is it? This Saturday we will not be doing a podcast. We'll be back on Tuesday. We're gonna go ahead and do some maintenance and shit. We gotta catch up on stuff. So
Tuesday,
we'll be
really?
back. Yeah, we'll do it Tuesday night to make it up to him.
All right.
Yeah, you got time that day?
Yeah, I'm good. I just wanted to know.
Yeah, Tuesday night.
In case like it was a mistake for Thursday, it happens sometimes.
No, we're giving them an extra bonus episode on Tuesday, so make sure you guys tune in on fucking Tuesday for the makeup episode because we are gonna be, taking care of shit on Saturday.
Next one, Starla, Schoenthal, $5. That's it.
That's the last one.
Nope. XG Barber, $2. XG leaves beer paint after he hits a joint. Laughing emojis.
XG's Barber, what's up? Shout out. I highly doubt that's you, but thank you for the cut.
You know that's not your barber.
Of course not, fool. Fool's too busy fucking being on Instagram, being a lame like that. He's actually cutting hair. He's actually got something to do.
Barber's fucking self-made, dog.
They're busy. Fool, this fool owns a shop. This fool loves me, though. I show up, I get free beer, I get a fucking tunes, whatever I want. I get treated.
He said, like, he loves me.
He loves me, buddy.
JG 499. So LA tries to solve a problem they caused by using force. Legalize.
Go ahead.
Fucking Temp City 23, $5. Hey, thanks for the content. Don't have many friends IRL, I guess by choice, but I can count on coming to kick it with the crew right here. Big shouts.
Of course you can, player. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what the fuck we're here for, dog. We're kicking it with y'all, and that's how you know we're having a conversation where they feel they're talking amongst friends, bro.
Would you say that you have a lot of friends now? I mean, this COVID shit really fucked shit up, though.
It did.
I mean, remember the Comedy Store?
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. kicked it all day with someone, 24/7. Kicked it. Now it's just I just do this. I podcast. I hang out with Sam, but there's no like interacting. Yeah. So I get like if you don't kick it, like this is the only thing that helps me though. But I can see how he's like I don't know if it's you don't have friends. You didn't have friends before. I don't know what to tell you about that. But nah, I feel your pain. Nah, dude, we haven't kicked it. I haven't gone to a rave with all my rave homies, and it's just been not the same. But it's coming back.
Yeah, it's slowly coming back. People are starting to, get shit together. But, hey, don't take it personal, man. It's like some people use this time to get their priorities straight, and they, like I probably wouldn't go just kick it like on leisure like as much as I did before because I'm like, you know what, dude. Look what happened when you just focused on certain things more. Like, it became more productive, and productivity leads to money.
Dude, I'm low-key gonna talk shit.
What?
If you were gonna do something and you said, oh, I'm gonna start working out, or I'm gonna start a podcast, or I'm gonna start fucking growing weed, and you didn't fucking do that shit during this pandemic, you ain't never gonna motherfucking do it.
That's fact.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You had all this time. You got laid off. You had a reason to start doing something, start a podcast, start working out, be like, yo, I'm gonna start a fitness page. Whatever you were going to do, you're going to start making candles. You were like, yo, I'm going to take Ezo out the candle game, homie. Whatever you're going to do. And if you didn't do it now and you got a little bit more time left to do it. Because once this COVID's over, I mean, you're going to have back to your job, back to your kids going to work, back to usual. So if you didn't do it, you ain't going to do it ever again. Told people, I'm like, this was the perfect time. You had a whole year. It's kind of reason to just start something for no reason. Like, why'd you start a podcast? Man, I was at home doing nothing. I just thought I'd fucking drop my 2 cents on whatever the fuck. And if you didn't, it ain't going to happen now. Do you start designing full? You could have took videos on fucking YouTube on how to design.
YouTube University.
Yeah, YouTube University. Fuck, it's real.
It's a real
It's
thing.
100% real. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. People have learned off of Bitcoin off of that, off of crypto. All I'm saying is you got a little bit left because once this opens back up, it's back to normal. Whatever you were going to do, you probably weren't going to do it because you didn't do it during the COVID.
Yep.
Sounds fucked up, but I mean, we did We Don't Smoke the Same. Other shit happened.
Yeah. Throughout every single time, like every week was some sort of progression. And I mean, it's not really to like fucking put the pressure on anybody, but it's just like, hey man, you could have been a bit more productive than if you that was some of you guys did, but that really doesn't apply to everybody. If you're out there on your shit, salute to you guys for making it happen. Some people fucking really committed their shit. Some people.
I saw some people grow, dog.
Yeah.
I saw some people just grow. Like, I mean, we'll talk about the person that designs your candles.
Yeah.
Oh, she's on top of it now. She's like her third tinfoil hat design, and it's just like, dude, she's found a little time here and there. Even though she got her 40-hour job, she's like, I'm just gonna start doing it. Eventually, she's gonna be able to rely more on that.
Hell
yeah, and that's what you want. To one day tell that job, hey, fuck you.
To
like
elevate.
Yeah.
Work by your. But here's the thing, man. Like a lot of people don't like that entrepreneurship comes with a lot of responsibility, bro. You know how easy it is because you gotta be comfortable with like taking an L just as much as like you are comfortable with having that W.
How much time a week do you? Now I don't want to call it wasting because it's not wasting, but how much time do you take mailing shit out?
Bro, every fucking night, bro. Like
how much? Because you mail a lot of shit. I mean, I'm glad that we sell shit out. And sometimes like, oh, we sold out. Fuck it, whoop de whoop, happy. But then I'm like, E-Zone's got to mail this shit out.
When I get home after being here all fucking day, and my day starts around 6, and I package in the morning after I fucking get my 3 miles in the morning, go back home. After I fucking after I come from the studio, I get that second run. Then I start packaging. Then I go on live if I have time. So at least I dedicate like 2 hours in the morning and 3 hours at night on the daily if everything sells out. So it's like, man, it's balancing that, dedicating my time to this, still having to fucking maintain everything, going to pick up candles, going to, work on sales and, of other things and doing all this shit. So it's hard, man. So it's like sometimes you become so busy and you start realizing that like just because you're not rich in the sense where you have a gang of fucking, 6 digits in your bank account doesn't mean that you're not rich in work, because work eventually leads to that. The only thing is that you're going to have to put in so much fucking work for you to elevate to a level where you finally can recognize it. You know what I mean? Like all this means, even though I'm like, fuck, man, it's just money coming in, money coming out, money coming in. Like just because I'm not sitting on it, it's, I'm happy as fuck that just means that it's leading to the bigger picture, bro. That's all it means, man. It's like the harder you work, especially on the entrepreneurship, it's not always going to be fucking sunshines and,
it's not like I just told you, like weed. I just told you, like you sit there and mail that shit out. That cannot. Yeah. I'm not.
That's just not fun, bro. I don't like doing that shit.
Okay, first of all, I'm not gonna say it's not fun because I don't do it, but the way I see it is like you're mailing shit out for your fans. You're probably smoking. You could be drinking. You're there with your dog. You also could be working a fucking 9 to 5. So like, I'm not hating on you, but that's the part no one sees. But it's not that bad. But what's what I'm trying to say is something no one notices. Everyone's always bitching like, "Hey, you don't why is my shit not out?" And they'll come to me, and I'm like, "Yo, chill." Like I don't mail shit out. Like
or the fucking thing where it's just like, "Hey man, I gotta make sure other things are on point." Designing fucking stickers.
How about people that give you the wrong address?
Oh, bro, fuck that shit, bro. That shit got me so mad this week, bro. Fucking A, man.
You dipshit.
That's how I felt, bro.
That's why I had to ask you, before I saw that 3 fools, or I don't know how many, but you were all, who the fuck gives me the wrong address? And I just had to mention it because I knew you had a little rant. I don't know if you had something to say.
No,
but...
and I'm just like, man, the fucking crazy part about it is that it's like, you know, secret menu shit. So I'm just like, bro, if anything, you do not want to fuck up on this address. And these fools are all like, "Oh, this shit gets returned." I'm like, "Fool, you guys are fucking dumb on this." So I'm like, and two of them haven't responded. One of them was like, "My bad."
You don't do only returning things on special ones.
Yeah, they come back to me.
Yeah, but you will send someone to a random one, kind of type of thing. You know what I mean?
No. They usually if they deny it or it's not a right address, you know what I mean. They won't recognize it or they forgot to put the West or 38th place or something like that. I was like, they'll usually automatically return it because it won't register to whoever's carrying it. Yeah, man, that shit fucking. It's all that shit, man. You get all the fucking hours you put in that you don't fucking televise or put it out there for you guys to give it a thumbs up.
No, of course.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see that shit. Nobody wants to acknowledge that shit. Nobody wants to show themselves working hard, bro. I mean, I'm down with it. I don't care. I admit to the shit that I do. And people are like, how come you're not out partying? I got to send all your shit out. Fuck you mean? If I let this shit fall behind, I don't got a fucking company that does this shit for me.
They're like, hey, how come you can't go to the sesh? I'm like, motherfucker, I'm fucking here fucking trimming the fucking weed and fucking make sure the shit's growing.
I'm making sure there's enough shit going around for distribution.
Yeah.
You know, on the insane shit. You know.
I was like, y'all tripping.
Yeah, man. But let me go ahead and take this break to tell you about our sponsors for the show before we come into the last 30 minutes of the show. First sponsor right off the bat, let me tell you about Zishy.com. Zishy.com is a subscription-based service that you subscribe to a lot of artistic galleries that are /nude, erotic, sexy pictures of numerous models /girl next door type chicks that, these are out there, real girls doing their stuff, content in the kitchen, doing content, out there, you know what I mean? And there is a lot of, nudity. There is also a lot of sexy shit to leave the imagination to it. So go ahead and get off OnlyFans and get away from the pussy that looks like it smells fishy. And for $10.99, join Zishy.
That's a big piece of bread.
Yeah, Zishy.com, bro. They got a little bit something for everybody. Zishy.com. $10.99 gets you, access to a lot of these galleries. And I mean, not just one. Like, you just don't subscribe to just one.
It's a lot of pictures, dog. Like, each one of those girls got a whole photo shoot.
Yeah.
So crazy. It's like, fuck OnlyFans. Honestly, fuck OnlyFans. Like, you get a little bit here, a little bit there. You get a little bit of everything on this side. Yeah. And it's more like none of those big titty bitches, none of like with those Brazilian fake butts.
It doesn't feel like it's staged. In other words,
it's definitely not staged. Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, some of them ain't that cute. Some of them ain't gonna be your type. Sometimes I'm like, oh, why did you take pictures of these? Sometimes I'm like, why did you take pictures of this girl? But some guys love that shit, dude. Why am I over here judging? But definitely, it's different.
Striker said pics you can look at with your mom.
That's a weird relationship with your mom. To be honest with you.
And let me tell you about my next sponsor right here, Budvac. What is it? Glass jars. I actually got something, so let's go ahead and roll it. And we will, enjoy this message from our sponsor real quick. All right? You got it, Ray?
Doing it right now.
All your, cannabis or whatever herb you want to preserve in there. You go ahead and dry it out. So, did you find it? Dated and brown and shit. That's where you get the change of color and weed. All right, let me take this break to let me tell you about our sponsor for the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. One of our sponsors, at least, Budvac glass vacuum jars. They're dope for maintaining the top fucking weed in top condition. Keeps the cannabinoids, keep the terpenes fresh, maintains it green, not brown, because the moment you let it open up, oxidation happens. The crystals go from being crystal and shiny, crystally and shiny, to being oxidated and brown and shit. That's where you get the change of color in weed. And you can actually vacuum seal. Well, not it's pretty much just like a vacuum seal. You take all the air out. It comes with its own fucking pump. Let's say you actually need to burp out some weed. You're a grower. You need to go ahead and cultivate, and you want to go ahead and preserve that personal stash. You can go ahead and control how much air you let out and how much you take, how much air you let out and how much you let in. So, and also you can actually, it's like a little burst of fucking terpenes. You hear that? It smells a lot better than it sounds. It sounds like a little vagina fart. You will not be able to open any of the bud vac jars once you have actually taken all the air out. Seal tight to prevent any oxidation and to keep everything in there, top preservation. See the air out? Bam, it popped up right away. So you can go ahead and follow them on Instagram. That's at BudVac420. Once again, BudVac420. Got that much dank bud left? You want to go ahead and make it last, like that last sack or that stimmy check you guys blew off by tricking. So we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys later after this break. Make sure you follow BudVac420. Thank you for sponsoring the show. Utah. All right, y'all, so we made it to, I guess, the first entrance of the park. It's a pretty busy day over here, so it's kind of cool to see a lot of people out. That's the hardest part to, like, figure out what you want to go ahead and try. So we're going to try to go ahead and get into different lines and bring it all together in one taste, so we can have a sit down and show you what we get our hands on. So, let's see what they have to offer here.
Oh,
boys.
stoked.
Yeah,
let's go!
This is our first stop, so we decided to go ahead and come to the area where you used to be able to ride Ghost Rider, but that's usually around where the bakery's at. You know, they have bakeries everywhere around here. Like, it's like they have little baked goods. Those stands will have it, but it's always good to get it where they have the bakery. You know what I mean? Where they have the actual bakery. What I decided to go with today was the Boysenberry bread pudding. I've always been a fan of bread pudding. My mom introduced me to this dessert, so it's kind of been ingrained in my head. And it's cool that they have a Boysenberry twist on it. So I'm gonna let you guys know what it is. C-minus, what did you decide to go with?
I decided to go with the boysenberry cake. It's got boysenberry cream cheese frosting on it. So, being the stoners that we are, we decided to start with the sweets.
That looks like, when you grow up. We are back here on the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Shout out to everybody and shout out to our sponsors, BudVac vacuum seal jars, and also Zishy.com. Make sure you check them out. It's important that you guys like their Instagram pages, BudVac420, Zishy.com. Comment on their shit. Just even follow them because that helps us stay up on air here, and it supports the podcast aside from the way you guys already supported. Also, what you saw was the clip to High and Hungry Knott's Berry Farm Edition. It's the first time we've been able to actually go out and be comfortable, even though we still had the face diaper on. We still went out there and did our thing, so make sure you guys check that out. That's on YouTube as well, on the Be Real TV channel. Hit that thumbs up. Drop a comment. Yes, I got lit as fuck at the end of it because, you know what? I love Knott's because they let you drink at the bar. Xavier, you have something to say?
I'm just going to let you guys know, BudVax is doing a contest the day of 420, so just follow them, and then you'll know what's up. They're gonna give a lot of good jars. So if you collect weed, if you just have more than, even if you just
nobody collects it,
whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you got a lot of weed, to me, if you got an ounce,
if you got a
pound, to me, if you have a pound, to me, you're low key collecting it. Especially if you're not selling it, you're collecting it, because that's a lot of fucking weed to have. But he's gonna be giving out a contest where he's gonna be giving out a lot of these jars. So if you want a free one, or if you just want to fucking support them or follow them and support us, just be on the lookout.
Be Real got pounds and he don't fucking collect it. He smoked it.
To me, that's a collection, dog. If I go to your house and it looks like a museum, like, bro, this fool collects weed, dog. Like, you fuckers too, fool.
It looks like a nursery.
Well, I've seen your
little bags.
He's only. No, if you know E-Zone,
I'll have like a jar, a bag.
Nah, E-Zone, if you know E-Zone always carries this, like, the fool looks like he's fishing. This fool looks like a fishing bag. Yeah, tackle box. And in that tackle box, and that's just his on-the-go stash, dog. I don't know what he has in his pad, but he's always got at least seven or six flavors of wax. For sure, some weed, some rolled up shit, some pre-roll. I know, and that's why to me it's like, damn, y'all fools collect. Like,
we're committed, bro.
You guys definitely are. I've seen y'all fools go hard on the paint. But you guys do work here, so I'm not.
We definitely
Less than expected.
Train for this. I listen to a lot of podcasts, bro, because when I'm running, when I'm driving, I love podcasts, bro.
You don't do music? You're not that music fool?
I
Or
listen
you
to
switch
certain,
it, you switch it up or what?
Last week you got me hooked on the fucking song. Esto un party de
Oh, that's
agua.
just fun, dog. That's a fun
the
song.
SpongeBob song. Okay, you got me hooked. So I was bumping reggaeton for like 3 days, but like aside from that, I usually I keep the rotation of all the homies podcasts. I'm gonna shout them out, even though they don't acknowledge this is a podcast. But shout out to everybody. Now they do, but we're different, I listen to, of course, George Perez stories, the Yo 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 podcast. What is it? The ones I've been listening to recently, Wondery.
Wonderies are dope. Wonderies, like that's a lot of production in that.
Yeah,
that's a lot of production. It's not. It's more. I mean, it is a podcast.
That's on some informational shit, but it's also that's the thing that helped me. Like I was like, yo, man, this shit made me respect Walt Disney.
No,
bro.
like you need a rate for that shit. That's production.
Yeah,
like you need a rate. Like this is.
That's like some PBS shit, but like tip top.
Tip top Magoo. Yeah. Say it right.
Yeah, so I fucking I also listen to a lot of Joey Diaz. Like listening to that fool is kind of like getting advice from like your grandpa or something like that.
Damn, he's not that old, dog. He's still your uncle.
Well, I look at him. It's like he's up there, bro. You know what I mean?
He is pushing it. I'm not gonna lie. He's my older uncle. He's that uncle where he's definitely a grandpa to someone.
I listened to what is it? The What's Up Food podcast.
That's fun. Yeah.
Oh,
of course.
dog. If you listen to that a lot, bro, there's moments where like there's so pandemonious shit going on. Rodrigo's laughing at fucking highest volume ever. Fucking Felipe's like, let me get a little Joey Diaz, Rodrigo. Fucking Lisa's trying to ask a fucking question about something important. So what was it like in this documentary? And then Martin Rizzo, haha.
Yeah, well,
I'm like,
that's what happens with Zoom, dog. It's hard. It's hard to keep a conversation with Zoom.
Yeah.
Like if we did this podcast with Zoom, just imagine. Imagine I'm at my house, Ray's at his house, you're at your house.
I can't.
Fucking Toppy's at his house. People are fucking trimming weed on the fucking back. It's just a shit show, dog. It'd be hard. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be hard. It'd be a whole different show. Imagine us at Zoom.
That'd be funny as fuck.
Trying to interact with the fans.
Yeah,
trying to drink beer. Shout out to Craft Beer Kings on the Zoom.
Yeah,
fuck out of here.
Craft Beer Kings. But yeah, it's definitely. I couldn't do. We tried doing it here, and then eventually we ended up just like, hey, we're just gonna close the doors. You know what I mean?
Close the door. Quarantine.
Yeah,
it's quarantine. Quarantine these motherfuckers. Quarantine. You guys did it throughout the whole podcast, but you guys legit were on top of it. Got to get tested. Can't be kicking around.
Nah, we definitely sealed the doors. There's another podcast that I listened to that I got into it heavy. Ryan, the Honeydew.
Honeydew's
I fuck with that. And then of course Tinfoil podcast.
Of course,
Good
thank you.
morning, Swarm, bro.
It's a good way to start your morning. It's a good way to start your morning.
He does. He's on that vibes. He's like, you know what, man? I'm on the spiritual vibe right now. I'm on a journey. He's like, how old is he?
He's late 40s. No, yeah, late 40s.
I think like a lot of.
You don't listen to Rogan no more?
I occasionally listen to it sometimes. Occasionally listen to because sometimes
he's my go-to. He's my.
Sometimes there's a I mean I love it, bro, the structure, but sometimes I don't really know too much about the guests for me to really be that interested.
You know who you'll love? There's two that I'm like, they're my go-tos, and I love them because they drop on Mondays. Two Bears, One Cave. Two Bears, One Cave. I love that one.
That's the one I have not.
It's fun, dog. It's fun. But you have to love Burt Kreischer and Tom Segura. You know what's funny? You know what someone told me? They're like, it's Two Bears, One Cave, and when E's on next, it's Two Stoners, One Joint. Because they don't smoke the same. I was like, y'all fools are assholes, dog. But that one, and then I love.
Yeah, I love them in The Hangover.
No.
Yeah, bro. I didn't know that fool spoke Spanish until Spanish became popular. You know, I was like, oh shit.
Tom Segura.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got good Spanish though. Have you heard his Spanish? It's legit.
Yeah, no.
It's good. It's proper Spanish. Like
as much
the
as
España, like vos. He says vos and real words. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't like that. No mames. I don't respect it, but it's real. That's proper.
What was the one thing that as much as I enjoyed watching Mind Demencia, bro. I enjoyed that shit. That shit was funny to me.
Yeah, but you don't respect it no more, right?
No, obviously because I don't respect what he did.
It was fun when you watched it. It was the best. He was great. When I watched him, he was great, but I didn't know he was a thief.
There was a little segment that he used to have about people that was like, he would be like, undercover beaners. You know what I mean? Like, and he would be like it'd be like Frankie Muniz. You see him from, what is it, Malcolm in the Middle, this and that. But did you know his real name is, like Fernando something? he is officially Beaner. And he would just fucking, it would fucking be some crazy shit, bro. But
what's funny
it was fucking hilarious
what's
to
funny
me,
is he's putting beaners on beaners when he ain't even a beaner.
Yeah, he's not.
He's Nicaraguan.
Like, yeah, or he's like German or something.
No, he's half German, half Nicaraguan.
Yeah.
He's not even, his name's not even Carlos Mencia. It's like Edwin or some shit like that. He's like another / Edgar.
Yeah, there was certain things about that show that definitely I used to enjoy about it, but there's a lot of foods.
It was a fun show. I'm not hating on it. It's just when you find out that he was a fucking thief and hack.
Do you think
it makes me not like the show? It was great though. When I watched it, I thought it was fun.
I think now more than ever, like a lot of foods that didn't embrace like their Latino, like side of shit. Like now more than ever, they're like, oh, I'm Latinx. You know what I mean? Like,
don't ever say that.
Like
dog.
you have, like
I
you have.
can't
I think
stand Latinx.
Yeah, I like that everybody's becoming like aware, about like like culturally aware. But I'm just like, yo, I feel like until you didn't see what's that Netflix shit about saving the taco shop?
Gentrified.
Gentrified until shows like that started coming around. You had a lot of like all of a sudden Boyle Heights fools were like, yeah, man, that's my life.
I don't know.
Shout out to all you Boyle Heights fools.
Now that Latinx thing is fucking weird.
It's like a new wave, man. It's
cool. It's like I don't know if I'm the first one to say this, but like it's kind of like where in Mean Girls when they tell that girl Gretchen, stop trying to get fish to stick.
Fish to stick.
Oh, fetch.
Oh, fetch. That's
it's like stop trying to get Latinx to stick. It ain't gonna stick. Like no one gives a fuck about it. No real Latinos there saying it.
It sounds like the Latino.
Like Kleenex. It sounds like a fucking Kleenex. Dog.
It sounds like
weird.
the Lucha Libre version of Generation X. You know what I mean? Like,
it could be a luchador. It could be a luchador.
If there was like a bunch of Rey Mysterios in Mexico wrestling, but they like act like Generation X, they come out, they got that buff chick. They're all just like,
What those Latinx?
Yeah.
Latinx. Here comes out Latinx.
Yeah, it'd be like those fools, man.
Nah, bro, that shit's weird.
Oh yeah, but listening back to the whole podcast thing, there was this one that I've been listening to about business movers by Wondery, right? And it talks about like businesses that almost couldn't make it because they went through a lot of shit that people don't know, bro. You know what's a scumbag company that was like made on scumbag moves, scumbag people, and just all like their tactics were all scumbag shit, and they're still around? Uber, dog. Dog, I've been listening.
What did they do bad? I mean, to me, it's like, what is a scumbag move that Uber do? It's pretty simple. It's they pick you up and they take you there. That's pretty simple.
Those were one of the first companies that fucking started the awareness of the Me Too shit because they would hire a lot of fools and these fools would like harass their fucking drivers, harass the people working in the company.
Yeah,
just
you can't blame Uber for that. That's just
if
it's
just the driver, right? But then it started going down because it stemmed down like corporate shit. Like they would fucking like treat like the chicks like shit. They would be like, you know what? Like you have no reason to speak in this boardroom type shit. Just all like very like scumbag type of shit, like not acknowledging like women type shit, right? And then they had all these allegations. The CEO was like this like dude who will do it by any means. He didn't give a fuck about the drivers. He would fucking infiltrate Lyft's fucking personal shit. You know what I mean? Their competitors.
Yeah.
Like just dirty tactic. I'm like, yo, this is the shit you never saw. I mean, I saw the allegations when this shit was coming up, but you didn't know how deep it was. Like, fool, there was drivers that because of the way this fool flipped the script on them, there was like fools that killed themselves. Because they were like, oh man, this fool just, I started a new life. And then this was just like, you know what? This fool switched it up on me. I'm gonna just blast myself because these fools fucking they bullied me in that company.
I don't know, dog. I know you're talking shit on Uber, but shout out to them. They stopped me from getting my second DUI.
I mean, I'm not.
Shout out to them. If they were here a little bit before, I probably wouldn't have got my first one. But shout out to them, dog. They'd be saving lives. And there might be a little scumbags out there, but at the end of the day, dog, drinking and driving has gone down.
Well, I mean, they
bro, shout out to Crap Your King.
I got a story to tell about Uber, and Ezo knows about this story.
Well, you got done dirty?
Hella dirty, dog. All right.
He tried touching me.
Nah. Remember that time fucking that fool passed out? Fucking, and I got in a car accident. All right. Fool, I'm passed out. I'm fucking tired as fuck.
Where we going? Explain to me. What car are we driving? Where you...
I'm getting home from work, right? Fucking, I called the Uber to get home. Next you know, like, I wake up and shit like that. We're getting off our exit. Fucking, I was like, all right, cool, we're getting off our exit. I'm just gonna close my eyes real quick. I guess this fool passes out, and fucking at the time, you know how like the Mission Inn has like all those signs for the fucking the Festival of Lights?
Yeah.
Fool, we crashed into one of those. Fool crashed into a car in front of us, gets rear-ended, and like me, I was like, all right, cool, I'm cool, me, jumping out, fucking making sure both cars are cool, right? fucking, I was like, hey, you guys cool? They're like, yeah. What happened? I was like, I don't know, you know. Fucking, I was trying to swing story for a fucking all of a sudden, fucking, the fucking fool in front of me said, yo, your homie's taking off. What the fuck? Uber takes off, dog. Fucking leaves me. Luckily, I'm just around the corner from my house, though, you know. Fucking, he was like, what the fuck? What's up with your homie? Why do you leave like that? Blah, blah, blah. These fools are hassling me, fucking thinking, you know, this was my homie. He's like, nah, that was my Uber, yo. And I showed him, you know, like, fucking the app and all that. They're like, oh, what the fuck? Fool goes to my house. Still fucking accepts the fucking full ride up, acting like he dropped me off, bro.
Like nothing happened.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
The next thing you know, like, fucking, my back's still fucked up from this. Like, fucking, supposedly they're going to call me for a court case, but, bro, I still haven't fucking heard from anybody from them.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
They're one of those companies that has enough power to sweep it under the rug, bro.
Yeah,
All
they
of
don't
them
even
do.
they don't even got a hotline number to call them.
Yeah, all of them do.
Yeah.
Fucking Facebook, Twitter, Google, the awful dog.
Yeah, but none of them
You
like.
could be Caitlyn Jenner and kill someone and no one found out.
Yeah, the only thing they offered me was free 3 rides every month.
Free 3 rides, dog.
Every month, that's a lot. I just fuck with you. Dog.
Yeah, that's just fucking.
How long a ride, though? How long a ride, though? We going to Vegas? We going to Vegas?
We can go to Vegas, but...
See what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, Uber only takes to 2.5 to maybe a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, they have a limit.
They
have a limit?
They have an hour limit.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, Lyft has like 200 miles.
What? I mean, I'm going to be a scumbag to anybody who's ever get an Uber. If you're doing over 30 minutes, you should just tell that guy, cancel that, and I'll give you straight cash or straight Venmo, and you can keep the money, and Uber gets fucked on their stupid service fee.
Yeah.
I've done that so many times where I just go to people where if it's over $50, I'm like, hey, you want the $50 cash? Because I'm not trying to give the company money.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to skim him out or be like, hey, I'll give you 45 instead of 50. I'm like, I'll give you the straight cash. I just don't want the company to make no money, and then they love it, and then we're homies. And I'm just trying to be a cool guy because I'm going to pay for it anyways. Either way, I'm just trying to get you to get the full estimate. Money, dog. I want you to get the full money. You're the driver. Why does because I press the button, they got to keep 10-15% of this?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
To me, that's not cool. That's why to me, I'm always that guy who I'm like, hey, here, you want cash?
That's a good approach to
and I'm not.
So, some of those fools, they're like drivers on the low too because they meet a clientele that they need them like on a regular thing, and maybe they're like, hey, this is what I do. I need you to to play ball with me, you know, because I don't want to get charged all the time for doing this shit. So they'll work out certain fees.
Guess what happens when I do that?
Some C-minuses, son.
I know. I keep hearing that. Guess what happens when I do that? That guy always tells me, here's my number, call me when you need a ride home.
Yeah, call me when you need a ride
home.
Dog,
it's sent home where I just know that the guy's going to be safe. The guy already knows me. He's cool because I made sure I took care of him. But I'm talking about like over $30-$40. Like, I'm not going to do that with the guy that's a fucking $5-$6 drive. I'm like, just drop me off. I'll see you later.
What is it? You know you're not going to get harassed?
Yeah, I'm not going to get harassed. The guy's cool. And it's usually a paisa that I do it to. I love paisas, dog. You can speak Spanish to me. We're speaking Spanish the whole time.
Yeah, man. Those... the Uber fools be getting down. I be fucking with Lyft more, but
drivers.
Yeah, I mean the company definitely turned around, but you know that Wondery, that is a podcast, Business Mover lets you know you could find a full history on the Disney company.
But to be honest with you, I think any big company like that has a lot of dirt when you get that big.
Yeah,
a little bit. I mean, there's some that are scumbags the whole way around.
It's the way you carry yourself when that shit happens. That's what it is. That's what I learned after all these things. It's like the way you maneuver it because it's like it's a all or nothing type of move. You know what I mean? Like it's like all those companies are put in a position where you either gotta shoot yourself in the foot, so the media and the press doesn't shoot you in the head. That's up to that's the best way I could put it. You know.
I feel you.
Think about it, bro. If you fucked up, it's like you gotta be like, it's gonna hurt. I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot, but if I don't do it, media's gonna take me out.
Damn,
headshot.
You brought that up. I gotta ask you this. Have you ever? I mean, you've seen it. You've seen the Saw movie where the guy chops off his leg with the saw.
Oh,
could you do that? You've been there. You couldn't. You couldn't break it. Would you would just give up and die?
I don't know. I mean,
we wouldn't know till you're there. So at the end of the day, it's all like.
I think it would be highly considered. So I'd be more likely on this is the only way out. Fuck it, let's do it.
It's crazy, bro. Yeah. Like you watched that movie, that was insane. Cause
getting my Civil War on. Just
have you seen the guy that gets Mr. Hiker? Yeah, Mr. Hiker over here. Have you seen the guy that gets stuck in the fucking mountains with his hand? And he cuts his hand off. 48 hours or 30-something hours.
Fucking by Willem. what's this fool's name? Ray, you know him. Fuck, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name.
Come on, man. Tell me the title, dog.
Pineapple Express. Steve, what is it?
James Franco.
James Franco. Yeah, James Franco.
When he had a fucking like
127 hours.
Yeah. There we go.
Ding, ding,
That's
ding,
the
ding,
movie.
ding, ding,
Ray's
ding,
got
ding.
it. There we go. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you, Jamie. Would you do it?
Yeah.
Chopping shit up?
I'm honored.
It's a good honor, dog. Whenever everyone tells me that, just don't call me Lisa.
The Waistline Podcast.
I don't know, dog. I don't know.
Hey, shout out to him, dog.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. Before that, I've always thought, would you eat your own dog?
Come on, dog. What is it with you with dogs
What the
today,
fuck?
bro?
Well, because if you die, like if you're in the woods,
Don't change the subject. Are you chopping your arm off?
I don't even know if I could do that. So to me, it's like, would I eat my own dog?
I would not.
But we're talking about chopping your arm off.
I don't know, because it just means like, I don't know. Obviously not, because I don't even think I could eat my own dog, so I don't think I could chop my own arm off. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Is like I can't
so
even do another human being. I don't think I could do
You
myself.
could have just said no, fool.
Yeah, but I wanted to give you a better fucking reason to just no.
You
I
had
couldn't
to
even
just
do.
ruin my night by giving me that image of like I gotta get like my Asian American on and shit and just like in one of those.
Hey, they're getting a lot of hate. Give them some
I know,
love right now.
for real.
Give them some love right now.
Yes. Salute to all the Asian community, out there. Stop. What is it? Stop Asian hate. Stop. Stop all kinds of hate.
Even though it's black guys, the ones fucking making a lot of that hate.
I did not know that, but that's coming from Xavier.
Yeah,
Fact
look that
check.
up. Yep. Fact check me. 100%. 100%. Steven Crowder, check it out.
Fucking Xavier, but yeah. Xavier with the craziest shit, but we're definitely reaching that time. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Once again, this Saturday we will not be broadcasting. We're gonna take a day off. Sunday you can catch Sammy and myself at what's the Smokers Club?
Yeah, Smokers Club.
You will see the post on my story. You'll see it in my feed. So make sure you guys
Boom!
Get the info. There it is. Smokers Club. What is it? They're gonna have a live performance. I will have a booth there with Sammy. So make sure you check that out. Go to highandhungry.shop, flavorsbyezone.com. There's a lot of new merch on there. There's a lot of single cards out there for all the people that are collecting and stuff. So make sure you guys check that out because I always keep in stock with goodies for y'all. Go check out that new High and Hungry Knott's Berry Farm edition. Leave it.
Knott's Berry.
Yeah, Knott's Berry Farm. Leave that thumbs up because we appreciate that shit. Leave a comment. I hope you appreciated this whole episode. So make sure you leave a thumbs up right now before we finish. Follow me at E-Zone The Firm, High and Hungry TV, E-Zone Be Real TV for the secret menu on Snapchat. And I'll see you in the next episode. Sammy, what do you got?
Shout out to Tony Stein for this Sunday. Other than that, fucking shout out to all my workers out there. I'm pretty sure you guys are watching. And other than that, you guys start buying more shit from E-Zone.
Appreciate that. Ray?
Shout out to you guys. We got some super chats.
Let's run through them.
All right, let's do it. Fucking Saldo Toro 199. E-Zone, calm down, bro.
I'm calm down, bro.
Jaime Lopez.
Wait. Which topic do you think he told you to calm down on?
Oh, the homeless one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering. Yeah, definitely. You were a little high on that.
Yeah.
It's cool though. You live in LA. I feel you though. You've dealt with that shit.
Yep. Next one.
Jaime Lopez, $2. Have y'all ever gotten done with a fruit roll-up?
What?
Damn, you went there. Damn, we didn't get no sexual. We didn't get.
Actually, that happened.
With a fruit roll-up?
Yeah, with the fruit roll-up.
So you're hard, and she wraps it around your dick.
Yeah.
All right.
So she makes it like a bacon wrap hot dog, but with fruit roll-ups?
Damn, bro, that is. Yeah, did she put the onions on the side and shit?
Bacon wrap hot dog.
Bacon wrap hot dog.
Yeah. No, that has not happened. What's the next one?
Bam, bam. $5. Daddy E-Zone, the gang. Have you had a experience with the paranormal that chicken couldn't solve the issue?
Chicken couldn't solve the issue.
I don't know, man.
Pretty faded.
I know the right people that in case it needed more than that, I can go ahead and get that acquainted, but I'm not that full of that. I don't have all that secret knowledge. But yeah, I'm pretty sure sometimes it has to be something else, like another type of animal. But it just depends what the situation is. If you gotta get the exorcist out for sure, it's probably gonna be something crazy. Is that the last one?
Nah, we got a couple more, dude.
Damn. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Because
guys.
we were
Thank
talking,
you,
dog.
guys.
We were talking.
Appreciate y'all.
Temp City 2-3, $5. Hey, thanks for the content. Don't have
Thank
many
you.
Friends IRL. Oh, we got this one
Yeah.
through already.
Salute.
T Lee, $2. Watch the doc. Class Action Park. Place was effed up.
The doc, what?
I don't know.
Class Action Park.
I don't know. We gotta check it out.
Yeah, I'll check that out. Thank you for your donation.
Tito the Fool, $1.99. GPS Tinfoil, The Joint, yo, what's up, Fool? For me.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for supporting all my shows. Appreciate that.
Appreciate y'all support.
All right, let me refresh and make sure. All right, we're good, dog.
All right. And last but not least, Xavier. Shout out.
What's up? Thank you for everybody supporting. Thank you everybody who did the super chats. Got some merch coming out, so be careful. It's gonna sell out. We only do exclusive stuff. I told these only exclusive.
Yep.
So anybody who's looking for Tinfoil Hat Podcast, it's on rockfin.com. We should be on rockfin.com. I know we've been saying that, but we're gonna move it over there. Just give us some time. But go to rockfin.com for any of Tinfoil Hat Podcast, Tinfoil Hat T-shirts at tinfoilhattshirts.com. And thank you.
There you go. Salute to you guys that tuned in. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Make sure you guys leave that thumbs up. Peace out.